Hello, hello. Hello.
We have a clock guy that does it every time.
Okay. You know what? If we get in the 45 second, the touchdown, inadvertent penalty scores, that's the only time it stops. But basically, see white hat or we in the back.
Get your popcorn ready because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Beers.
The WYO Today app, now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station.
Get your popcorn ready because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Beers.
On the dial or view contests and special coupons. Better
Get
yet,
your popcorn ready because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Beers.
way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Get your popcorn ready because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Beers.
Hey, good evening from Riverton High School and Wolverine Field. I'm Cody Beers. He's Baylor Beers. And we're ready for a big one tonight between the Worland Warriors and your Riverton Wolverines. Winner of this game basically sets their course in the 3A playoffs, which begin a week from tonight. Riverton, if they win tonight, if Buffalo wins, Riverton will be the number one seed going into the playoffs next week. So a lot of things happening tonight. It's Riverton and Worland. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. This is Cody Beers, Baylor Beers, and it's Wolverine football. The Mean Wolverines take the field tonight against the Worland Warriors.
Science degrees in early childhood education and organizational management and leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers here on a Friday night at Wolverine Field. And Baylor, this is a big one because if Riverton wins, Buffalo wins tonight against, help me out, Buffalo plays.
I believe they play Lander tonight. Let's see.
It's Douglas and Lander tonight.
Oh, okay, so then Rollins.
Buffalo and Rollins. Buffalo has the ability tonight to secure a first-round bye, or actually a first-round home game next week against the number 3 seed from the west side, which tonight it will be the battle between Cody and Powell. The winner of that game gets the number 2 seed out of the west. The loser would possibly play Buffalo in Buffalo next Friday night if the Bison win tonight and if Riverton beats Worland. So those are the scenarios we're looking at. Baylor, I mean, you played football right down here. Did you ever think about these twisted up playoff possibilities when you were playing?
Yeah, there was one year, my junior year, that was the year we lost to Cody in the semifinals. It was kind of, I believe it came down to a coin flip that season who got the 1 seed in the east side of the 3A conference that year. And unfortunately, Riverton, we came out with the 2 seed that year. We did play that home playoff game to start the year, but then we had to travel to Cody for that semifinal matchup. But yeah, it's definitely. I'm a very analytic guy. I was even back in high school. I was very much a spreadsheet master back then, Excel spreadsheet. That was my claim to fame back in high school. So I always thought about the complicities of the Wyoming high school football playoff scenarios. But yeah, certainly, tonight Wolverines come in. Obviously, a win is the right direction to go, and we'll just have to see which way those other 2 games fall, the Douglas and Buffalo game. But obviously, getting off on the right foot with a win tonight is the most important thing for the Wolverines. Yeah,
you've got to control your own destiny here in the regular season finale. You want to be home next Friday as the number 1 seed. So you got to take care of your own business and let everything else happen. We'll be reporting on these games and the scenarios through the night. Douglas is in Lander tonight. Douglas has got to win for a chance to get the number 1 seed. And Buffalo is hosting Rollins tonight. So Rollins with the long road trip. I mean, we're talking close to 450 miles to get to Buffalo. Actually, about 250, excuse me. But a lot of things going tonight. It's senior night, and an outstanding class of 13 senior players. Got a new coach this year, and they've stood strong, and I know that they will all tell you that they improved throughout the season. This is the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show, and I appreciate Baylor Bears. These seniors tonight, senior quarterback, defensive back Derek DeVries, Ty Sheets, who's had an outstanding season at wide receiver and a defensive back. Other seniors tonight, Branson Saltzgaver, the young tight end, does some excellent things out on the field. Nick McIntosh, who set the single-season Riverton High School record for most receiving yards in a season, and he still may have 2 or 3 games left in his senior year. So Nick McIntosh having an outstanding year. Talon Tolman, the very important linebacker for this Riverton team, is a guy that loves to hit. Talon Tolman and his family being honored down on the field right now. Other seniors, Isaiah Jones, 6'1", 170-pound senior. Let's see, seniors continuing. Craven Garcia, 5'10", 190-pound senior. Other seniors, Damian Duran being honored. Zarek Prosser being honored. The senior lineman, we've called him a lot on defense this year. Xavier Garcia, Tristan Moss. More seniors, Tristan Anderson, Ryan Watson. Ryan had a chance to move to Douglas. His parents are in the process of moving to Douglas, and he told me a couple weeks ago down on the field, he said, there's no way I was going to wear blue. Come on, Cody. I was going to be a Wolverine in my senior year. So Ryan Watson continuing that important tradition of Watsons and Riverton High School football. Ryan Watson, the senior. Another senior, Nathan Mills tonight. Let's see. I think that does it. 13 seniors for this Wolverine team. And you'll hear from Coach Mark Lenhart in our pregame conversation. He'll talk about the importance of having a good senior class. And these guys have been there from day one. They've learned a lot. They've improved. He said they've all improved. So congratulations to the Riverton High School seniors playing their final regular season game tonight at Wolverine Field. This is the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. We'll come back. We've got a couple interviews tonight as we talk to new Worland play-by-play guy, Jordan McCamey, who is a member of the Wind River Radio Network basketball group, and now he's going to be calling Worland as he started his own company. And then, of course, we'll hear from Riverton High School coach Mark Lenhart. Coach, he's like, I don't even know what happened last week when we started hitting Buffalo, but I like it. And, man, it's hard not to like him. He's a great interview, and congratulations to Mark Lenhart, currently in the process of heading in the home stretch in his first year as Riverton High School coach. We'll be back after a break. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites on 93.9 KTAK. Cody Bears, Baylor Bears, back with the kickoff in about 23 minutes.
Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste Services, Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Get your
Riverton's Hampton Inn.
Hey, welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers here, and Jordan McCamey is a big part of the Wind River Radio Network. He's been doing Thermopolis games for us for a couple years, and we appreciate Jordan's efforts. Worland was without a play-by-play guy, and that's hard for people in Riverton and Lander to understand when we've got multiple broadcasts going on YouTube every night when we have games. But in Worland, the new Cody play-by-play guy left Worland, moved to Cody. Jordan McCamey was the longtime Worland play-by-play guy. He lives in Worland. Jordan's like, here's an opportunity. He stepped up, got his paperwork done with the state of Wyoming, and started his own broadcast company. That is amazing. And then he had about 8 businesses step in and say, we'll sponsor your efforts, Jordan, for our young people. So I caught up with Jordan about a half hour ago as he was setting up for this game, and he's a very outgoing guy. We're very proud of Jordan McCamey, everything he's about. Here's Jordan McCamey, the voice of the Worland Warriors. Hey, we're here in pregame with Worland play-by-play Jordan McCamey. Jordan, you took a big jump back into the world, doing it on your own. You got good support out here in Worland.
Yeah, the business sport's been amazing. The community sport, was lucky enough to be the play-by-play man there via the radio world for a number of years, and apparently made some good inroads there. So the business have helped us get McCamey Broadcasting up off the ground, and it's been quite a ride. Got it up about 10 days before the opening kick, and here we are running.
That's pretty sweet. Tell us a little bit about this Warriors team. I mean, you're short on numbers, but always big on heart.
Yeah, I mean, that really does say this team's courageous. It's got no quit in it. They've taken some lumps, but they've gotten some big wins as well. They have some talent out there. There's been a lot of switches. Colt Weber came into the quarterback position about midway through the season. That kind of sparked the offense. I think the biggest thing for this Warriors team is the defense is there. Offense has to finish drives, hit a couple of those big plays, or they're going to come away with a big victory.
You had some issues at the end of the game last week, a couple personal fouls. Are you guys missing a guy tonight?
So honestly, I didn't get any clarification on it. I didn't talk to Aaron Abel about it. Up in the booth, I always try to kind of steer clear of the stripes out there. But last week, I mean, it's all rumors, so I'm not even going to comment on it. I would say that a few of them were earned, a few of them were probably could have been left in the pocket, and that may affect the Warriors tonight. I'm not sure what the status of Mason Decker is, but that'd be the player you'd see out, which would be a big hit for the Warriors.
Well, not whoever loses this game probably going to Star Valley. Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, go take over Star Valley. I mean, they're just a team that's humming on all cylinders. They seem to always be. They got a lot of kids in the school district, and football's kind of been the bread and butter. They've had success in other programs, but football's been kind of the one where they hang their hat on, and it's same this season in 2023.
Well, Worland's been good at football. You've been good at basketball, wrestling, soccer. I mean, for a high school no bigger than Worland, a lot of success and a lot of confidence in that athletic program.
Yeah, talking about just the leaders, I think, in those programs, you start here with the Warrior football with head coach Patrick Sweeney. You look at Warrior boys basketball, let's list some titles with Aaron Abel. You look at Worland High School soccer on the boys side with Ron Overcast. I mean, those names are just ones that when you hear Worland High School and those coaches, most people know those names. And so that's really what it is. I think it's about the leadership at the top of those programs where essentially the cream rises to the top, where maybe those programs may not always have the most talent, but they're sure the most prepared, and they're always willing to be up for the challenge.
Jordan McCamey, it's a pleasure to have you back in the booth. You helped us at the Wind River Network last year, and You know, we'd love to have you, but we understand. McCamey Broadcasting, the man, calling games.
I appreciate it, Cody. Thank you very much. It's great to be back on the air, and I'm thankful for every opportunity on the way, especially with Wind River. So, again, a thanks out to everybody there that, had me in the game for a while and now branched out my own still about sport. So appreciate it.
All right, Jordan. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
From the wide open space.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers, and my fingers need to get faster as there's a very slight break between ads, and I apologize for that. Hey, I have enjoyed interviewing Coach Mark Lenhart all year. He is a heck of a coach. He's a good guy. He's super intense, Baylor. And there's a lot of smiling on his face tonight, but at the same time, he scares me a little bit when you talk to him because it's almost like he's ready to get right in your face. And that's old school. That's the kind of coach that I played for back in high school.
Yeah, the word on the street that I've heard from the famous back sources is that on the field he has a competitive edge unlike any other coach. But once football's done, once the balls and the pads are put away for the day, he's everyone's best friend, and he's a good man. So definitely lucky to have him here in Riverton for sure.
I was getting my haircut yesterday, spent some time with Chemo, and he cut me short. I'm ready for the wedding tomorrow, but man, he is jacked about football too. Hey, if you get a chance, go down and get a haircut. Chemo will buzz you up just fine, and you'll talk Riverton football. It's a lot of fun. Hey, we're going to get right into the coach interview with Mark Lenhart. It's week 8, and Coach is ready, and his guys are ready for Worland night here at Wolverine Field. Cody Beers here with Coach Mark Lenhart before senior night at Wolverine Field, and it's time to honor a good class of seniors, Coach, and it's a night when a lot counts in this football game.
Yeah, no, this isn't just for sentimental value or anything like that. I mean, the kids probably know the scenarios. We've tried to just talk about it being just another game, and guys going out and getting it done. But, it's one of those situations where obviously if we win and Buffalo wins, we're more than likely the one, or we are the one. And if we lose, we're the 4. So and go to Star Valley. So I think there's plenty of motivation for our guys to come out and play hard, be physical, be tough. And hopefully there's just not a hangover after a big win last week.
Tell us about the senior group. I know you've done this 3 times where you've had a group of seniors in your first year. Tell us about this group that Riverton has.
They've been great from day one. They've bought into everything we've asked them to do and then some. And it's a good catch there. But they've bought in and they've done everything that we've asked them to do. They've improved. I can't tell you. I think every single kid who's on the team, all 13 of the seniors have gotten better. And so hopefully, they can come out and cap their regular season career off. But hopefully the motivation is to get a win so we can play at least one more game right here at Wolverine Stadium.
The old adage, kind of how that senior class goes, that's how your season goes. I'm sure that you would probably say absolutely to that.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you look up and down our lineup, our best players are our seniors, whether it's Derek, Ty, Nick, Talon, Toman. We're a pretty veteran group up front, guys who've played a lot of football in varsity situations. So, yeah, it's been an awesome group to work with, and, I can be kind of tough to play for sometimes. I'm sure that's not a a secret, but they've handled it very, very well, and it's probably been a little bit of a culture shock to them. But I hope they look back on it and say, you know what, hopefully that coach and this staff got the absolute most out of our players every single week.
Well, big game tonight. This Worland team had a few things happen last week. I think they were without one of their better players this week.
Yeah, I had heard something like that, but, I don't really try and live in the world of hearsay or rumors. We're just going to focus on playing the game and being the absolute best that we can be. And, like we tell our players every single week, it really isn't about the other team. It's about us. In a lot of ways, we're playing against ourselves. And so hopefully we take that mantra tonight and come out and find a way to play great football and give ourselves every opportunity at success.
What does Worland do offensively that your guys need to stop?
They do a nice job of getting themselves into the right formation and the right call against certain coverages and defenses you play. And, Coach Sweeney does a nice job. He's got a good offensive background. He understands what beats what coverage. So it's going to be important for us to kind of mix it up and change it around. And, hopefully we can, do the things that we've been doing. We haven't really done anything crazy. We've just gotten better at what we've been playing, and we need to continue to do that tonight. But, they showed a little bit of T last week against Lander. If they are down a couple of guys, I wouldn't be shocked if that's something they try and go to, especially considering where we're ranked in rush defense in the state, and try and control the clock.
You guys offensively have moved the ball against most of the teams in the state. You've got two dynamic wide receivers. You've got a quarterback that makes it happen. But it's really been the emergence of this offensive line here in the last 4 weeks. It's made a big difference.
Yeah, we've been able to be a lot more balanced. And, these guys have just gotten better and better. And, when you look at us, we've got good size. We should be okay. You know what I mean? It's not like we're playing with a short hand or anything like that. And so, hopefully we can continue to get better tonight and just be a little more assignment sharp, because not only tonight, but heading into next week, just the mistakes are going to be a lot more magnified once you get into playoff football.
What clicked last week for the defense? Your guys seemed to be just popping people last week. It was maybe one of the best hitting football games I've seen in a couple of years.
I can't tell you, to be honest with you. I mean, I think it was just one of those deals where we started to get some stops and guys got some confidence. And then not only were they getting to the ball, they wanted to get in on the fun of hitting somebody as well. And so, it's important that we do that again tonight, because, it's going to be physical from here on out. But if I had the answer to that, Cody, we would have done that in week 0. But I'm glad that it showed up finally.
Were you smiling when you watched the tape?
Yeah, no, it was fun to watch. I mean, it felt like for the first time all season, and really off the film I've seen from the last couple years, that we were actually the hammer instead of the nail. Like I tell people, like early in the season we couldn't tackle. And then we got to a point about, I think probably about conference play, we started tackling better. I thought maybe we made strides week in, week out with our tackling. But it felt like that was the first time we actually really hit, and against a good team. And so hopefully we can continue to do that.
Well, the hammer and the nail, carpentry, you're building something here, Coach. A lot to look forward to going into whenever the off season starts.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Like next year, we'll talk about that when that time comes, but we'll be young. But I look at some really positive things. I mean, we lose to Natrona sophomores, was basically our sophomores, 24-20, and really had a chance to win the game. And so I think there's kids that are doing some really good things, and we've made a lot of strides. Now we just can't take steps back, and it starts with our weight room. We can't. That's not something you can fix overnight. That takes years to get good at. And so hopefully we're stressing that, and we're just not going to give guys a choice. Like, if you're going to be on the football team, you're going to lift, and we're going to expect you to be strong.
Coach, best of luck. Hey, we'll catch you after the game. A lot to play for tonight.
You bet, Cody. It'll be fun.
Thanks, Coach.
Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back on the pregame show as we finish up the national anthem. It was senior night for every fall activity, including band, golf, cheerleading, volleyball, the whole deal. I mean, volleyball's playing, but big senior night activities. They do a great job of honoring the seniors here at Riverton High School, which really are, these people, our future in this community. You know, some of these kids will move away, but others will stay right here. They'll come back home after college, and they'll start looking toward growing the population here with kids and future Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. We got Baylor Beers coming up here with our starting lineups. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites.
Alrighty, so Worland didn't give us any starting lineups, so we'll introduce them as a team playing the Worland Warriors. For your Riverton Wolverines, since we don't know who's starting on offense or defense, I'll just give them all. So first for defense, at one defensive end, a junior, 5'11", 205 pounds, Tyree Harris Aragon. At defensive tackle, a junior, 6'4", 215 pounds, Ryan Cox. At the other defensive tackle, a senior, 5'10", 240 pounds, Zarek Prosser. At the other defensive end, 6'5", 180 pounds, sophomore, Caden Liebrecht. At one inside linebacker, a sophomore, 5'8", 190 pounds, Aiden Sanchez. At the other inside linebacker, a senior, 5'10", 165 pounds, Talon Tolman. At one safety, a sophomore, 6'1", 185 pounds, Blake Gattenbein. At the other safety, he's a senior, 5'9", 160 pounds, Clay Sheets. Finally, at free safety, a junior, 6'1", 160 pounds, Jackson Larson. At one corner, a senior, 5'11", 155 pounds, Ty Sheets. At the other corner, another senior, 5'11", 150 pounds, Nick McIntosh. And those are your defensive starters for the Wolverines. For our offense, at tight end, he's a senior, 5'9", 160 pounds, Branson Saltzgaber. At one wide receiver, a senior, 5'11", 155 pounds, Ty Sheets. At the other wide receiver, another senior, 5'11", 150 pounds, Nick McIntosh. In the slot, a sophomore, 5'10", 145 pounds, Clay Sheets. At running back, a sophomore, 6'1", 185 pounds, Blake Gattenbein. At quarterback, he's a senior, 6'2", 180 pounds, Derek DeVries. At left tackle, a junior, 6'4", 215 pounds, Ryan Cox. At left guard, a senior, 5'10", 260 pounds, Xavier Garcia. At center, he's a senior, 6'3", 255 pounds, Nathan Mills. At right guard, another senior, 5'11", 260 pounds, Lyric Gordon. And finally at right tackle, a junior, 5'11", 205 pounds, Tyree Harris Aragon. And those are your Sutherland starting lineups. Didn't put
all right, Worland wins the flip, and they'll defer to the second half. So Riverton is going to receive at the south end of the Wolverine Field, and they'll take the ball north. And Riverton has had success taking the ball on offense many times this season. Hey, it's a beautiful night for football. What's the temperature, Baylor?
Yeah, so for kick on this one, it's kind of uncharacteristic. Last week we had kind of a cold game in the 40s. Today, kickoff around 70 degrees with no wind here in late October. It should trend a little bit cooler, mid-60s, but overall it'll be a beautiful evening. Hopefully clinching the top seed in the 3A East.
This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the keys to the game coming up next. This is Wolverine football, the Mean Wolverines on KTAK. Welcome back. Keys to the game now on the pregame show brought to you by the Riverton Ranger. Baylor, what are yours?
So, if rumors are correct, which they are, Worland's missing their top offensive threat in, can't remember his name.
Mason Decker.
Mason Decker, thank you. So, in my opinion, he's one of their lead wide receivers, or is their lead wide receiver. In my opinion, you put Worland on the back foot early and force them to throw the ball to the lesser experienced wide receivers who haven't seen much action this season so far.
Keys to the game tonight, in my opinion, it's got to be Wolverine defense. We saw it last week. They've got to hold Worland down. They get a chance to do big things coming out of the gate here, as lining up to kick the ball is Worland's Ryan Dennis, and soccer player there for the Worland Warriors. We're about ready to kick it off here, and the pregame show is over, and we're ready to play some Wolverine football on a Friday night. Here's the kick from Denez. It'll go toward the end zone, and kicking it and receiving it in the end zone is going to be Ty Sheets, and it'll be first down for the Wolverines as we get ready to roll here on a Friday night. So Wolverines will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20 following that touchback kick. Denez with the nice boot. And we're ready to roll here as the Wolverines, and Derek DeVries brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Cody Bears, Baylor Bears, week 8 in the Riverton High School football season. Riverton comes out, one receiver each side, kind of in a wing, and they'll do a little cross play and hand it off to Ty Sheets. He'll gain roughly 4 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the senior. Coach told me off the interview that they would love to run counter plays all night and minimize the need for Derek DeVries to run very much. They've got him nearly 100%, and they'd love to have a senior quarterback 100% entering the playoffs. So 2nd and 6 as Wolverines now come out with 3 receivers right side, 2 left, and nobody back with DeVries, and he'll draw him off with a hard count. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Worland Warriors, and that's just what the doctor ordered. It'll go out now 2nd and 1 for the Wolverines following that nice job of calling by Derek DeVries.
It tells you, this is senior night. It tells you how influential the senior class is, being able to do a hard count. Most of the offensive line, with exception of 2 of them, are seniors. So that definitely helps doing those hard counts, getting the extra yards, the free yards.
2nd and 1 for the Wolverines. DeVries in the gun. Same set, 3 receivers right, 2 left. He'll drop to throw the ball, throw it left side, complete to Blake Gantenbein. He'll have a Wolverine first down out near the 37-yard line of Riverton. Wolverines with their first down of this game coming just as this game gets going. 10:57 to play in the first quarter.
The Wolverines are very good at extending drives. We've seen that up to this point this season. And, that's how you grind out these games. You tire out Worland, who's a smaller high school, doesn't have as many players.
1st and 10 at the 37. Here's Gantenbein. He'll work his way for about 2 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd and 8, and that play just kind of took too long to get going. So 2nd and 8 for the Wolverines at their own 39. This year, Lenhart comes in from Rock Springs, and he's been steadily giving Henry Lynn more and more defensive responsibility, but make no mistake, the head coach very comfortable calling the offense and defense for the Wolverines. 2nd and 8 for Riverton at their own 39. Here's DeVries in the gun. He'll hand off, and then DeVries will take off running. He's over the 45, out near another Wolverine first down at the 47-yard line. They'll mark him right at the 47, and that should be a first down for Riverton. We'll get a timeout called, and are they going to measure already? This officiating crew in from Sheridan tonight, and it's short. About a foot short, the official says. Eagle eye out there in the white cap. I don't know how you'd be able to see it. Side judge bringing the stick guys on. Man, we want the chain gang to do their work tonight. Credit to those guys over there. Nathaniel Esposito, Bill Esposito, and I'm trying to see the third one. And they did not give a first down, even though the chain gang trying to move it ahead. And now we're going to get a timeout called on the play to allow the chain gang to reset. So now, where is the first down? About a half a yard short, as DeVries will come under center. Two receivers in the set. DeVries going to go straight forward for a Wolverine first down inside Warrior territory at the 48-yard line. It'll be a Riverton first down. And this is what Coach Lenhart Baylor's been talking about all year. You want to grind out these drives. He loves the type of football that comes from a Craig Bowl, Wyoming Cowboy coached offense, where you consume clock and have long drives that just wear at defenses. 1st and 10 for Riverton at the 48 of Worland. DeVries under center, one man in motion. They'll hand off straight ahead to Gantenbein. He'll drive forward and make it down to the 45 of Riverton, where it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines. Already nearly 4 minutes off the clock. 2nd down and 7 for the Wolverines at the 45 of Worland.
You know, your comment about the Craig Bowl run offense, I would argue that Mark Lenhart's potentially is more efficient than Craig Bowles at both running clock and gaining yardage.
This is one of those conversations we have behind closed doors, Baylor. 2nd down and 7 for Riverton. And in motion is Ty Sheets. He's going to get the pass play. Big hit by Worland on the play. Will break up the hit, or the ball. Wyatt Dickinson, the senior from Worland, with the big hit on Ty Sheets. And now it'll be 3rd and 7. Yeah, I know. We've had that discussion for numerous years. And, of course, Wyoming Cowboys sitting at 2nd in the Mountain West this year at 5-2. They're off this week. So you can start tuning in, Wyoming Cowboy fans, and watch some other games this week. 3 receivers left, 3rd and 7 for the Wolverines. Now in motion, Jackson Larson to the right. DeVries in the short gun. And in motion out the left side is Gantenbein. DeVries over the middle, and it's nearly picked off by Worland. Stepping in front, that pass intended for Nick McIntosh. Wow. And the near interception on the play goes to number 8, Wyatt Dickinson. So Riverton going to send out the punt unit on 4th and 7. It'll be Gage Treber back deep for the Wolverines.
Looked almost like some confusion on DeVries' part. There was 2 wide receivers stacked up, and he kind of threw it in between them.
Nice looking punt by Treber, and a fair catch taken on the play by Wyatt Dickinson of Worland. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Worland Warriors with 7:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Worland in their white road uniforms. They've got some shiny kind of silver pants tonight. Of course, black helmets, black numbers, and orange outlining the numbers. Riverton coming in with their home black uniforms, cardinal red numbers trimmed in white. Good-looking home uniforms for the Riverton Wolverines.
It'll be interesting to see what Worland brings out. They aren't overly good on offense so far this season.
Gunnar Mascaro, the quarterback for the Worland Warriors. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right for the Warriors. Here's the handoff straight up the middle to the running back. Riverton going to stop that running back for next to no yards. That first carry of the game by Cale Cheatham of the Worland Warriors. 2nd down and 9 for Worland. Man, if you want to listen to Riverton football tonight, we're on 4 different broadcasts. Online, on video, on 3 different ones. We're on YouTube on the WYO Today page, and we hope you're tuning in there. Big night for Riverton football. They need to stop here, need to get the ball back. 6:52 to play and counting here in the first. Mascaro comes out in the gun. Right beside him is Cheatham, and it'll be Mascaro. He'll fall down after losing yardage on the play. He's back inside the 15 at the 14, where now it'll be 3rd and 10. So loss of yards as Mascaro goes down, slipping on the turf here at Wolverine Field.
Kind of an interesting formation from Worland. They had 1 wide receiver almost to the sideline of the Wolverines over here, up next to the little hashes sticking off the sideline.
3rd and 10 for the Warriors. Mascaro under center. They'll have 2 receivers on the wings, a pitch left side, and the Wolverines tie up the runner. That's Wyatt Dickinson, and they'll force 4th down and 9 for the Warriors. So good stop, 3 and out for the Wolverines, and I believe we'll get the Warriors stepping back to punt the ball away, and the punter for this Worland team, number 48, Ryan Dennis. Nick McIntosh back on his own 46 to receive the Dennis punt. 5:24 and counting in a fast-moving first quarter.
Oh,
there's a block punt by the Wolverines. They'll recover on about the 5-yard line. I didn't see who blocked it. Let's see if our stats guy, Baylor, saw it. But big block by the Wolverine defense.
On senior night, the senior Ty Sheets comes up with the clutch block on that punt.
Ty Sheets with the block. He's got a huge group of folks right down in front of us cheering him on. His mom was saving every seat in this first section with a lot of blankets. I'm guessing half the Sheets blankets probably taken off the kids' beds to save seats tonight on senior night. 1st and 10 for Riverton after Ty Sheets with the block punt.
That snap was kind of like a wounded duck almost. It floated back there, probably took about 1.5 to 2 seconds to get back to the punter, who was standing, on the goal line, and honestly an easy block for Ty. A great play.
1st and 10 on the 8-yard line. Here's DeVries. He'll hand it off left side. Nowhere to go for the Riverton running back. And the Warriors smother the Riverton runner, Blake Gentenbein, the ball carrier that time. Tackle on the play by 55. Maddox Cole, a sophomore for the Warriors. 2nd and goal for Riverton on the 8-yard line. Talon Tolman coming in the game. Coming out, Branson Saltzgaver. Also Nick McIntosh out for the Wolverines. 4:43 and counting here in the first quarter. No score from Wolverine Field. Riverton trying to take advantage and punch it in here in the red zone after that block punt by Ty Sheets. Here's Derek DeVries in the gun. He'll fake left, go right. DeVries down to about the 6-yard line where he'll be tackled. Nothing fancy from Riverton. And 3rd. And it looks like 6 yards. So gain of 2 on the play. That tackle by Smart of Worland. Xander Smart, this sophomore defensive tackle for the Warriors. 3rd and 7, 3rd and goal for the Riverton Wolverines. 3:53 and counting. 3 receivers left for Riverton. Talon Tolman right beside DeVries in the gun. Play sheets in motion. DeVries will drop to pass. He'll throw it toward the corner of the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Riverton. It's Nick McIntosh from 7 yards out. And the Wolverines are on the board with 3:38 to play in the first. And the cannon here at Wolverine Field goes off. It's Riverton 6, Worland nothing. So Riverton capitalizes on the turnover. Hunter Saltzgaver will come on for the kick. 7-yard touchdown pass from DeVries to Nick McIntosh. That is a setup, and the kick is up. It's good. We'll take a break. Riverton 7, Worland 0 on week 8, a big night for Maine Wolverine football on KTAK.
Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Welcome back, 7-0 Riverton. Baylor, you got to take advantage of opportunities, and the Wolverine offense did not disappoint.
Absolutely. It was a fantastic play call. Kind of had those 2 wide receivers on the left side kind of do a mesh concept, which is where they cross the field. And, I mean, Nick McIntosh was just wide open in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, he had to wait for that pass, but nobody was there as Hunter Saltzgaver tees it up, and we get ready to roll here at Wolverine Field. Wolverines need another 3 and out. Here's Saltzgaver's kick. It'll go toward the end zone, over and bounce at the 2. What a nice bounce for the Wolverines. We'll see if they pin Worland back deep. And a big hit right at the 16-yard line by Riverton on the play. And that tackle by 66. Well, we don't have a 66. What was it, 88?
Jay Christensen, number 66. Oh, for us.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Definitely not a Worland guy tackling another Worland guy.
So big hit for Riverton. 1st and 10. We'll try to get that stat here in just a minute. 1st and 10 for Worland on their own 17. Here's a handoff up the middle. Nothing fancy, but a gain of 4 for Worland out to the 21-yard line. Officially 3 yards on that gain. And Mascaro, the quarterback, just kept it. So 2nd and 7. I'm going to give him 4 yards, Baylor, on that play out to the 21-yard line.
You know, I talked about the Worland offensive woes earlier. Only 57 yards a game on the ground, 75 through the air, and I'm guessing the 75 obviously was with Mason Dixon, their best player. So.
Yeah, Mason Decker not playing tonight for Worland. Here's another quarterback sneak up the middle. It's nothing fancy. Sort of resembles rugby out there. 3rd down. A short gain for Worland out to the 23-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Worland Warriors. 2:31 to play. First quarter. Riverton leads it 7-0 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. 3rd and 4. And the play coming in quickly as the play clock moving along for Worland. 2:13 to play, first quarter. Worland will come out facing that 3rd and 4 position at the 23-yard line. Here's Mascaro, and they've got a full house backfield, and tackling the fullback is Riverton. Great penetration by the Wolverine defense. That's going to go Caden Liebrecht on that tackle for Riverton. Actually, Talon Tolman also in on that, but Caden Liebrecht had a hold of him. He's a big young sophomore with oodles of talent, this Wolverine future. So 4th now and 4. Worland going to step back and punt it away again. The last punt, Wolverines blocked it. Here's Denez. He'll get the kick off. It's going to go toward the 50, and Ty Sheets comes over, makes the fair catch on his knees at the 47 of Worland. It'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton. Riverton leads at 7-0. We're back on KTAK.
Don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Welcome back. 1:22 to play. First quarter, Riverton football leading 7-0. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Inside Warriors territory at the 47. Blake Gantenbein goes in motion for the Wolverines. DeVries will stop. It'll be a center screen to Branson Saltzgaver. He's over the 40. It'll be a Wolverine first down as he fights his way down inside the 40-yard line. But we got Hankey on the field and a holding call on Riverton. So that one hurts as Saltzgaver gained 9.5 yards on that play. And it'll be a Riverton holding call at the 42-yard line. So that's going to drop Riverton back into their own territory at about their own 48, or it'll be 1st and about 14. Officials in from Sheridan. I want to give a shout out to Reggie Miller here at Riverton High School. Got us back on the Ethernet connection. We've got fast internet. All the broadcasters do. We really appreciate Tim Bell and Reggie Miller. 1:13 and counting to play. DeVries in the gun. 1st and 14 for the Wolverines at their own 48. DeVries will stop. He'll drop. Throws into double coverage. And it's broken up on the play by 24 of Worland, Brandon Lepe, and also number 8, Wyatt Dickinson. Dickinson's been all over the field in this ball game. He's a senior for this Warrior team. 2nd down and 14 for the Wolverines.
That pass was into double coverage. DeVries just needed to throw it a little bit sooner. He was open kind of in that mid-level between the linemen and the safeties, but just waited a little bit too long, and then both safety and the corner got there.
2 receivers right, tight end, 1 left. Now Gantenbein in motion as DeVries stops. Got all day to throw it, and he'll hit across the middle. Clay Sheets, and Sheets down inside the 40, where he's tackled on the 36. It'll be a Riverton first down. Gain of about 16 on the play. And a nice hustle play by the Wolverine receiver, Clay Sheets. Inside 40 seconds to play, first quarter. Riverton moving the ball mostly at will so far in this first quarter, but don't sit on your laurels. Keep scoring if you're the Wolverines. We're going to get some scores from in around the state here as we wind our way down in the first quarter. Big games involving Buffalo and Douglas tonight, which mean a lot in this seeding of playoffs. Here's the pitch left side. Hunter Saltzgaver, and he'll make it down, be taken down by about the 31-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Actually, they'll say 1, 2, 3, 4 officially. Down to the 32-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 6. And that's the end of the first quarter here at Wolverine Field. Riverton 7, Worland 0. Riverton on the march. We'll be back. This is Wolverine football on KTAK, and we're streaming live on WYO Today's YouTube page.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Wolverine Field. Here's Baylor Bears with tonight's Class 3A football schedule from around Wyoming.
Yeah, for the 3A West, we have Jackson at number 1 Star Valley. Star Valley has secured that number 1 seed over there on the 3A West side. Number 2 Powell is at number 3 Cody tonight at 7 p.m. That'll be a huge game determining the 2nd and 3rd seeds on that side. For the 3A East, like we've said, the most important games, obviously, of the night for Riverton. Rollins is at Buffalo, and Douglas is at Lander tonight.
2nd and 6 for Riverton at the 32-yard line. Here's a fumble. DeVries will pick it up, and he'll still gain a yard, but that fumbled exchange was nearly costly for the Wolverines. So the Wolverines gain 1, and it'll be 3rd and 6 at the 30-yard line. Actually, 3rd and 5 for the Wolverines. So Rees gets the play. Blake Gantenbein comes out, being talked to by Talon Yates down there, one of the outstanding coaches for this Wolverine team. Great coaching staff. We'll go over those guys in a minute here. Just 3 volunteers stepping forward. A couple of them Riverton High School former players, including Court McGuffey from the 1990s, helping this team win. And boy, what a tip of the hat, too, to Brent Nyberg out here coaching. And love it, along with Derek Watson. We've got a flag on Riverton. Riverton going to step back. Was that a delay of game on the play?
Yes, it was. Looked like Coach Linhart was willing to take that instead of taking a penalty.
Yeah, and he didn't call a timeout.
Taking the penalty instead of a timeout.
Okay, so DeVries now facing 3rd and 9 for Riverton. 11:10 to play, first half from Wolverine Field. What a beautiful night for football. Opening kickoff at 70 degrees. Could be different next week. We're hearing snow maybe on Thursday. Here's DeVries in the gun. He'll drop. And he pumps. He's being harassed, and he'll throw the ball away, and the pass is knocked down and ruled incomplete. So Worland got their hands on the football, and outstanding turn as Riverton is held at the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Wolverines, and on comes Gage Treber with his 2nd punt of this first half.
That play could have potentially caused a challenge and review in the NFL. Was one of those tuck rule plays.
2 receivers back for Worland, and the punt, an end-over-end job. It'll bounce at about the 6 and be down by Talon Tolman at about the 6-yard line. Outstanding punt by Gage Treber. And the Wolverines have Worland backed up to the 5, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. 10:59 to play, first half.
That punt of 35 yards.
One of Gage Treber's best punts of the year.
Yeah, he's kind of been consistently right around 30 yards, which is obviously huge for high school football.
These Wolverine coaches, Mark Linhart, the head coach, Henry Lynn, defensive assistant, doing an outstanding job. Brent Nyberg, Derek Watson, Travis McIntosh. And we'll go over those in just a minute. Here's a handoff up the middle. And Riverton, with a good tackle, holds the Worland runner to a gain of about 2 on the play. Caden Liebrecht on that tackle for the Wolverines. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line. So a long one on that gain. 10:35 here in the first half. Barbecue smoke, man, if you got something going on tonight, if you haven't bought dinner or haven't cooked, there's some beautiful barbecue going on up here. at Riverton, and the proceeds, it's a fundraiser, goes to a Riverton High School family. Second down, nothing fancy as the quarterback gets snowed under. Eric Prosser on the tackle, along with Ryan Watson for Riverton on the short gain by Worland, about 3 yards on that gain, 3rd and 5 at the 10-yard line. Riverton looking for a 3-and-out, Baylor.
Yeah, this would be huge. Worland, this would be Worland's 3rd straight 3-and-out to begin the game. So far, only 12 total yards for the Worland offense to this point.
9:37 to play, first half. Mascaro comes out under center. Tight formation for the Warriors. Mascaro going to pitch it right side and tackled at about the 8 or 9 yard line for little to no gain. Matter of fact, a loss on the play. Cheatham going to be tackled by a host of Riverton Wolverines, including the junior leader Ryan Cox, the big man, number 55.
I think you'll see Riverton here kind of send some bodies into the backfield. Have 2 punts for Worland so far. Both snaps have been incredibly slow back to the punter. I think a real opportunity here to perhaps score some points with the special teams.
4th and 6. And Denez will receive the punt. Riverton did not quite get it. Ball's going to bounce at about the 35. A good Worland bounce. Ball's going to go over midfield and be downed at the 46-yard line of Riverton. Outstanding kick. That ball went all the way from the 9 to the 46.
Looks like a 45-yard punt.
About a 18-yard roll on that to benefit Worland. So Riverton 1st down and 10 at their own 46-yard line. 7-0 lead for the Wolverines. Give a shout out down in Laramie tonight. Former Riverton Wolverine Tyler Campsey listening on the broadcast. He's been pumping me for information about this improved Wolverine team for about a month. Tyler, he's a good read on good positive football. Here's DeVries. He'll hand it off left side to Hunter Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver with a gain of about 2 yards to the 48-yard line. So 2nd and 8 for Riverton.
You can tell Riverton's playing perhaps a bit more conservatively, trying to run the clock here in this one. So far, really no passes past probably 10, 15 yards, whereas we would have seen a couple streaks down the field at least by this point, usually.
DeVries sending in, Lenhart sending in several receivers here. 2nd and 8 for Riverton. Riverton interested in controlling the clock, and they've done an outstanding job of it here on October 20th. There's a flip inside to Ty Sheets. He's going to break into the open to the 30, the 20, and he'll get pushed out on that counter play. Ty Sheets gets the pitch from Derek DeVries and ambles his way all the way inside the 20, where he'll be tackled after a 39-yard run, unofficially down to the 15-yard line of Worland. Boy, that was a good-looking play. They've been perfecting that, Baylor, all year.
Yeah,
inside counter.
It's a great play call by Lenhart. I mean, every single game so far has seen a different look of kind of that same play, the trap back to the opposite side. Great play call.
1st and 10 at the 16 of Worland. Here's another handoff inside. Saltzgaver with the nice gain. Hunter Saltzgaver, gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for Riverton. Just a little misdirection on 2 straight plays. And Riverton well inside the Mean Wolverine red zone.
I like that.
2nd and 5 for Riverton. Boy, and if you had a chance to see Court McGuffey lead the singing of Mean Wolverine after the Buffalo win last week, I couldn't help but think about my buddy Brett Watson and how proud he would have been of this Wolverine team taking matters into their own hands and getting a big win. Here's a handoff Oh, Derek fakes, and he's inside the 5, inside the 2, and down to about the 1-yard line. DeVries with an 8-yard run on second down, and it'll be first and goal for Riverton with 6:47 to play, first half. That was just a matter of Riverton pushing a Worland defense. Nothing fancy, but a first and goal now at the 1. Clock running, inside 6:35 to play. First and goal for the Wolverines. DeVries under center. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. DeVries will sneak it in. Touchdown, Riverton. 6:20 to play. And the Wolverines take a 13-0 lead here at Wolverine Field in the regular season finale. There's 6:20 to play. It's Riverton 13, Worland 0 as Hunter Saltzgaver comes on for the PAT attempt. Wolverines doing an outstanding job controlling the tempo of this game and not sharing much as we head toward a first-round playoff date next week. And Worland is offsides, and you got to wonder, will Riverton kick it? I'm thinking they're going to just say, let's decline the penalty and let this young kicker, very talented Saltzgaver, attempt the extra point. So they do decline that kick. And the Wolverines, Nick McIntosh, will set up right on the 10. It'll be a 20-yard kick for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, it's good. Riverton 14, Worland 0. We're back after a break. This is Mean Wolverine football in the season finale from Wolverine Field.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on the pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Welcome back, 14-0 after that 1-yard run by Derek DeVries. There is 6:20 to play. First half, 54-yard drive for the Wolverines. Here's a short kick, and it does bounce and go into the end zone. So touchback, it'll be Worland football, first and 10 with 6:20 to play on their own 20. So 54-yard drive for the Wolverines. Saltzgaver PAT, 14-0 Riverton. So Worland Baylor playing tonight without the services of Mason Decker, dynamic junior player. He was involved in some personal fouls at the end of the game last week and was ejected, so he's facing that 1-game suspension tonight. Here comes the Worland Warriors out. Mascaro under center, tight formation, and now 10 players possibly for Worland. Nothing gained as Mascaro just runs into the middle of the line. Gain of 1, I guess, for the Warriors on first down. Actually, they give him 2, so 2nd and 8 for Worland. 6:06 and counting. And, you know, you're not going to come back on teams, Baylor, with that type of offense where you just take a quarterback sneak into the middle of the line.
No, converting 13 yards over your first 3 drives in one play is not exactly the recipe to come back from such a large deficit. No other scores in 3A so far. We do have a score out of Lander. Douglas currently winning 15-7 over the Tigers over there.
Okay, second quarter score from Lander. Of course, 14-0 here. Mascaro under center. He'll pitch it right side. Another sweep. Riverton attempting to swing it out or stretch it out, and they do it. That tackle on the play. Cheatham and Talon Tolman, Blake Gantenbein on that tackle for Riverton. So Cheatham with the 2-yard, no gain on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Wolverines.
Really great work by the Wolverine defense there, and thus far through the game, obviously. I mean, you continue to have those sweeps, and it becomes harder and harder. One of them is going to break, the edge is going to break there. So great job so far by the Wolverine defense.
3rd and 8 for Worland, on that. Mascaro in the shotgun. 2 receivers white, 1 left, and Riverton does not like the call they had in, and we'll get a...
Actually looks like a flag on the far side of the field.
It looks like maybe illegal substitution as they tried to bring a player on the field after they had exited the huddle. They only had 10 guys on the field, so clock restarts, and now 3rd and 13 for the Warriors. 4:35 and counting. Riverton up 14-0 on your WyoToday.com scoreboard. Good year for Wolverine football. It's a pleasure being back. Very proud of my color man stepping in, helping me out. The young version of me, Baylor Bears.
It helps with IT for sure.
Boy, does it have. I need all the IT help I can get. And we'll get a timeout taken by Worland on the play. 4:12 to play first half. Riverton 14, Worland 0. We're back after a break on KTAK.
Is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back. Tonight's barbecue going to a good cause. Abby Ibaugh, the daughter of Pat Ibaugh and Jody Ibaugh, who passed away in a car crash. Proceeds of that will go to start a scholarship fund at Riverton High School. Here's a run over the left side and another tackle on the play for Talon Tolman. Did not see who ran that ball for Worland.
I believe
4th and 7 for the Warriors, and Denez back to punt it away for Worland. Riverton already with 1 block kick, which led to a touchdown by the Wolverines. Here's a bad snap, but Denez will get the punt off. It's going to bounce and again take a huge Worland roll out of bounds at the 42 of Riverton. 38-yard punt on the play by Denez, and about 15 of that was after it bounced at about the 45 of Worland. So excellent punt for Worland. And it'll be Riverton football with 3:30 to play in this first half. So far, the Wolverine defense pitching a shutout here on Friday night. As we get close, Baylor, one of my favorite times of the year, the World Series being decided in the American League and National League. And you can't count out the Astros, and you certainly can't count out the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's DeVries. He'll pass it over the middle, off the hands, and nearly picked off. That pass intended for Nick McIntosh. And almost catching that ball was Caden Schnabel. Haven't heard that last name since Gold Rush, one of my former favorite Friday night shows. There's, I can't stand to watch it anymore. All they do is, it's just drama. Speaking of drama, the Riverton High School Marching Wolverines going to, coming off a superior performance last Saturday. They'll perform at halftime tonight in front of a good Worland and Riverton crowd. Here's DeVries. 3 receivers right, 1 left. And Blake Gantenbein going to go in motion. And we're going to get an illegal false start on Riverton. Some confusion there, and that'll cost Riverton 5 yards, and it'll now be 2nd and about 14 for the Wolverines at their own 37. So Wolverines moving backwards a little bit here. 3:27 to play.
3rd penalty on the Wolverines tonight so far. Thus far, they've stalled each drive that they've had one of those penalties on, so we'll see how they respond.
DeVries, 3 receivers right. He'll roll right, throw it inside. A lot of Warriors in the area covering Nick McIntosh. Pass goes off his hands, incomplete at about the 48 of Worland. Boy, those tip drills. Worland was running a lot of them in pregame. That was a near interception again. So 3rd and 15 for Riverton. 3:22 to go in the first half. Which Riverton got on the board with 3:38 to play in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, DeVries with a second touchdown. He passed for 1, ran for 1 here. And now DeVries facing a 3rd and 15. And DeVries will stop to pass the ball. He's going to look deep down the right side. McIntosh heading toward it. And we're going to get a flag. It's going to be pass interference on Worland. He had no choice. Number 34 on that coverage. Will Slagle, a junior for Worland, he had to face guard Nick McIntosh because McIntosh was going to catch that and was going to score a touchdown. So would you rather give up a 15-yard penalty or give up a touchdown? Patrick Sweeney not going to be upset with his Warrior defender on that play.
It might be the only proven way to keep the ball out of Nick McIntosh's hands is run into him when he's trying to catch it.
McIntosh already the all-time single-season yardage guy from his position at wide receiver. We'll get his season stats figured out at halftime because they are just outstanding, and he could play up to 3 more games here in the postseason. So first down for Riverton after that 15-yard penalty. Takes the ball down to the Worland 48. Worland would win the flip to start this game, and they would defer. So right now, Riverton looking to score and get a lead of 3 touchdowns. There's a pitch right side to Hunter Saltzgaver. He's going to be snowed under by a host of Worland defenders, led on that play by number 53, and I don't have that kid's name either.
Looks like a timeout for Riverton.
Timeout Riverton on the play. We'll go with it. 3:05 to play first half. Riverton 14, Worland 0.
The Stock Doc is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Doc.
Welcome back, and we do have those stats as the Guru Beers goes and finds them. Hey, Nick McIntosh, what's he at, Baylor? Season stats from his receiver spot.
So far, 59 receptions, 1,072 yards.
How many touchdowns?
8 touchdowns. And I believe that record stood at about 930 yards before last game. So
he's obliterated the Riverton High School record.
Indeed, indeed.
Ty Sheets has been outstanding, too, catching the ball.
Absolutely. Both of them 1-2 punch. It's really hard to defend both. Ty Sheets so far, 52 receptions for 521 yards this season. 3 touchdowns for Ty Sheets.
Sheets has been the guy that's been getting the tough yards all year for the Wolverines. Riverton trying to get things going here. 3:05 to play first half. And the ball, 2nd and 12. 13 for Riverton. So 2nd and 13. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Here's DeVries with the nice job to Hunter Saltzgaber. They will get a bunch of yards back. Riverton had linemen way downfield on that play. Ryan Cox was standing on the 40 of Worland when that pass was thrown. I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't a legal man downfield. Nice setup. They're going to say holding on Riverton. And that's going to back the Wolverines up. 2:57 to play, first half. And now Riverton kind of beating themselves here with some penalties. So 10-yard penalty moves Riverton back to its own 44, where it will be 2nd down and 19. Riverton can get a first down at the 38 of Worland. 4 receivers set for the Wolverines. Riverton High School band moving ominously behind the Worland football team. Here's DeVries back to pass, looking long. Derek's going to take off running, and he's going to be taken down hard by a host of Worland tacklers at the 49-yard line of Riverton. First man to that tackle, number 50, Daniel Galarza, and Martinez for Worland. So 3rd now and 13, very makeable for this Riverton team. Many of those situations a week ago against the Buffalo Bison. DeVries in the gun, 4 receivers set, 2 right, 2 left. He'll drop to pass. Lots of time. DeVries over the middle, picked off. And here comes the Worland Warriors up over the 45. And they'll cross midfield as returning that interception, Caden Schnabel. DeVries hung one up there, and Schnabel sniffed it out. He'll return the football all the way from the 29-yard line into Riverton territory. That'll be a 22-yard return for Caden Schnabel. And now Worland with their best field position of the game. Yep. Inside Riverton territory at the 49.
Minute 48 seconds left in the second quarter. First time Worland's been past their own 20-yard line in this game.
Sorry. 1st and 10 for Riverton. I'm sorry, Worland. Mascaro in the gun. 3 receivers set. He'll roll right. Riverton defenders giving chase. Wide open and drops the pass. Wow. Guess who? 34 for Worland on that misplay. That'll be Will Slagle, the junior for Worland, incomplete. He was wide open on the play, Baylor. Timeout for Riverton. We'll take a break. 1:43 to play, first half. Can the Riverton defense hold? We'll be back on KTAK.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Mascaro in the gun. He'll get the pitch or the shotgun snap, and he'll roll right. Riverton offering chase, and he'll be taken, run out of bounds by a host of Wolverines at the 45-yard line. So second down, actually third down and 6 at the 45 for the Worland Warriors.
Worland in danger of their fifth consecutive third and out thus far. Only 24 total yards for Worland.
Big play here for the Warriors. On 3rd and 6 at the Riverton 45. Mascaro in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Mascaro with the hard count, and he'll get Riverton to jump. So 3 Wolverine defensive linemen jump off sides. And coming out of the game is Ryan Cox for Riverton, who that penalty will be called on.
You know, if this was the pros, which obviously it's not, because they wouldn't let me call a pro game. They did call it. The QB really moved his hands, emphasized his hands for that snap.
Okay.
And I was just going to say, in the NFL, they would have called that a false start on the QB, and they called it here against Worland.
1:37 to play. That 5-yard penalty on Worland, so it backs up the Warriors to midfield. 3rd and 11 at the 50. Worland can get a first down on the Riverton 39. 1:37 to play, 14-0 Riverton. There's Mascaro in the gun. He'll roll right, and he's going to hold on to it, and he'll be ran out of bounds after a short gain of 2 yards on the play. 4th and 11, it'll be 4th now, and about 9 for the Worland Warriors.
Just not a whole lot happening for the Worland offense in this game so far.
Worland's going to have to punt it away because Riverton truly with an opportunity here to put points on the board in the final minute 32. I mean, they just did not run clock. It was poor clock management that time by the Worland Warriors. We'll get a timeout taken by Worland. 1:32 to play first half. It's Riverton 14, Worland 0.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
Welcome back. Here's Baylor Bears with some scores from around Class 3A football.
So if you noticed, I missed a score out of the West. Evanston and Green River actually played yesterday on a Thursday. Evanston beat Green River 44-20. And that means Evanston has secured the number 4 seed on the west side of 3A.
All right, 1:32 to play. Mascaro in the gun. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pass over the middle, complete. And a Worland first down. It'll go inside the 30, all the way down to the 27-yard line. That pass complete to number 30 for Worland. I don't have his name.
Number 30?
I thought that's what it was. Ask Larry. So Worland now moving the ball, 1st and 10 on Riverton's 28-yard line. 1:24 to play. Mascaro will roll right again. And he's going to throw it long toward the end zone. Riverton intercepts the ball. They're going to say he's out of bounds. And boy, it's too bad they don't have the ability to challenge that, as Ty Sheets with that near interception on Mascaro. Great pass by Mascaro, but Ty Sheets broke at the end and hauled in the ball. His 2 feet were just slightly out of bounds.
Looks like that was Roman Para, number 21, on that catch that got the first down conversion.
Okay.
For Worland.
Para, junior on this Worland team. Here's Mascaro in the gun. Mascaro will roll left, and he'll be taken down. Great defensive pursuit that time by Talon Tolman. who will drop the Worland quarterback for a 3-yard loss.
Brings up 3rd and long.
It'll be 3rd and 15 as this clock winds inside a minute. And Worland gonna try to score here, but so far the Riverton defense, this is as deep as Worland has drove on the mean Wolverines. 3rd and 13 for Worland. 36 seconds and counting officially. There's Mascara. He'll drop the pass over the middle. Tipped. Incomplete. Talon Tolman on the coverage for the Riverton Wolverines. So 4th and 13 now for Worland with 30 seconds to play in the first half, and it'll be go for it on 4th down for the Worland Warriors. Patrick Sweeney out there talking things over with his sophomore quarterback, Gunnar Mascaro.
With how inept this offense has been for Worland, you'd think maybe an in-zone shot is in order.
I would think
Try to get some points here.
4th and 14, or 4th and 13 for Worland at the 31 of Riverton. Here's Mascaro. He'll drop the pass. Riverton under pressure. Caden Liebrecht got his hands on Mascara. Pass downfield, and tipping it away is the senior Ty Sheets. Incomplete. What a great play by the senior. He was open. Ty Sheets knocked it away. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Riverton on their own 31.
That was a fantastic play by Ty Sheets. The ball was underthrown, and the receiver was able to stop, in full sprint, and was able to come back towards it. Ty Sheets made a great play, able to break that pass up.
Timeout for Riverton on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 31 with 23 seconds to play in the first half. We'll see what Coach Mark Lenhart pulls out of his hat in the final 23 seconds of the first half. This is Riverton football on KTAK. Driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Riverton will kneel. Derek DeVries takes a knee. That'll end the first half. Good one for the Wolverines and the Wolverine defense. It's Riverton 14, Worland 0. We'll be back with a halftime show coming up after a break. And we'll catch up on some ads. This is Wolverine football on KTAK as the Marching Wolverine Band, owners of a superior rating last week in the state marching band competition in Casper, worked their way onto the field. This is Wolverine football.
RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes. Overhead door company.
Welcome back. Halftime score here, 14-0. The marching Wolverines on the field. Fresh off that superior rating at last week's state marching band competition. Please tune in to the stream of this event, and we will show their performance here on the halftime show, and then we'll be back with some stats, and we'll take a look at everything. This is Wolverine football on KTAK. Welcome back. Those are the marching Wolverines. Congratulations to the Wolverines on their superior rating. This is Wolverine football leading Worland 14-0. We'll be back with the second half stats and the kickoff of this important 3A football game. I'm Cody Beers. He's Baylor Beers. And this is Mean Wolverine football on KTAK.
Premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Do you need a midday pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh, roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts? Like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito. Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Welcome back. Here's Baylor Beers with halftime stats.
Starting with Worland, like I was saying during the broadcast, not very much happening on offense for them. They did have 5 3-and-outs. Were able to convert 1 4th down, and then were stopped again on 3 downs from getting a first down. On the ground, so far for Worland, 15 rushes for 23 yards. That's a 1.5 yard average per rush. Through the air, only 3 passes, and I have 1 completion for 20 yards. Obviously, these stats unofficial, as I am keeping them while doing several other things at the same time.
Wah.
Elsewhere, 3 punts for Worland. I have the average of 35.7 yards per punt for them. 4 penalties for 30 yards. They are 0-6 on 3rd down completions and 1 for 2 on 4th down completions for Worland. For Riverton, on the ground, been very effective. 16 rushes for 83 yards. It's a 5.2 yard average, and they do have a touchdown on the ground. Through the air, Derek DeVries is 3 of 8 for 27 yards. Does have 1 touchdown through the air, but he also did throw that one interception. Some individuals rushing. Derek DeVries, 7 rushes for 29 yards. Ty Sheets, 2 rushes for 41 yards, had that long 37-yard rush in the first quarter. Hunter Saltzgaber, 4 rushes for 8 yards. Blake Gattenbein, 3 rushes for 5 yards. Through the air, Ty Sheets, currently no receptions on 2 targets. Nick McIntosh, 1 catch on 2 targets, 6 yards for him. He did catch that touchdown pass from DeVries. Jackson Larson, 1 catch for 15 yards. And Blake Gattenbein, 1 catch for 6 yards. So kind of uncharacteristic Riverton offense, as we said, focusing on grinding out the game and running as much clock as possible. Only 8 passing plays for the Wolverines, 16 plays on the ground so far through this game. 2 punts for the Wolverines, averaging 33.5 yards. 4 penalties for 19 yards. They are 2 of 5 on 3rd down and don't have any attempts on 4th down. Do your Wolverines. So far, 110 total yards this half. Comparing that to last game, I believe they had 275 yards against Buffalo in the first half. So definitely a different game, but still it feels like the Wolverines so far are outplaying the Worland Warriors.
All right, those are your first half stats. This is Riverton football leading Worland 14-0. We've got some scores from in and around 3A, Baylor, and there's some big ones. And so far, so good in the Douglas-Buffalo games.
Yeah, let me get a refresh on those. Yeah, so over there in Star Valley or Jackson, one of the two. Star Valley currently beating Jackson 34-0. Over in Lander, Douglas is up 35-7 at half. In Buffalo scored 2 touchdowns since we last spoke about them. They are up on Rollins 21-7. If you remember, we need them to win as well as a Riverton win tonight to secure that first seed. Douglas currently beating, I already announced that score, no score out of the Cody and Powell game. That game just kicked off at 7 p.m. So we'll update you as those scores roll in.
What do we got in 4A, Baylor?
4A, close game actually, probably the first time this year for Sheridan. And I say close game, it's still a 14-point game. Sheridan currently beating Campbell County 28-14. Cheyenne East is up big on Kelly Walsh, 41-8. Thunder Basin and Natrona County are locked in a 7-7 tie. Cheyenne Central's beating Rock Springs 14-3, and then Laramie is beating Cheyenne South 19-0. Let's see. Elsewhere in the county, yesterday, number 2 Wind River defeated Rocky Mountain handedly, 46-14. That is in Class 1A 9-man. Let's see.
Wind River angling their way toward a trip to Laramie if they keep playing like this. Great season for the Cougars.
Absolutely. Thermopolis is playing at Lovell tonight. That kicked off at 7 p.m. Do not have a score for that game currently. Let's see. Is there any other scores? I believe Du Bois must play tomorrow. They do. They play Burlington at Burlington will come to Du Bois, and that game is tomorrow at 1:30 p.m.
That's a big game in Du Bois tomorrow. If you've got nothing to do, Wyoming Cowboys aren't playing, take a trip up. See Coach David Tremblay in his final year coaching the Rams, trying to upset the Burlington Huskies. Last year, I was in Burlington for that game, and it was a tough one for Du Bois. They've had that one circled for a while. And hats off to Coach David Tremblay and the Du Bois Rams on another excellent season in his final year as coach. Incidentally, Coach Tremblay fighting cancer, and our hats off to a good man who's been around for a really long time. And we're getting, looks like the prestigious award being presented down on the field, the John Hirsch Awards, Baylor.
It looks like Ty Sheets and
Talon
Tolman with those John Hirsch Awards recipients.
You won that John Hirsch Award yourself, and you know, what does it mean to get called away and get that award?
You know, it's pretty cool. You come out at halftime, you're fired up because you know you're obviously in a meaningful football game, because usually it's at the end of the season, and then you turn around and your whole family's there on the track, and it's definitely a big honor to be recognized. So congrats go out to Ty Sheets and Talon Tolman. It's a really great honor, and something that a lot of Riverton folks are very proud of. To know you as a John Hirsch Award winner.
And the key with that John Hirsch Award winner, of course, John now lives with his wife down in Laramie. Big supporter of Riverton Junior Football League through the years. That John Hirsch Award's more about what you do off the field and what you do on it. Are you a positive leader in the classroom? Do you do your job around the community? And then, are you a leader on the field? Congratulations to Ty Sheets and Talon Tolman as we get ready to go here at Wolverine Field. Worland, who won the opening flip and deferred to the second half, will drop back deep to receive the kick from Hunter Saltzgaver of Riverton. And back deep for the Worland Warriors is Cale Cheatham on one side, and on the other side, number 34, Will Slagle, So Wolverines will kick off. This is a big defensive position as Saltzgaver kicks it deep. It'll be taken in at the 10-yard line by Worland, and Riverton chasing and breaking out, and he's all by himself. Worland going to run this all the way back for a touchdown. Cale Cheatham, 90 yards on the Riverton Wolverines, and boy, that's going to wake up the Riverton coaches because they were just out of place, and Cheatham was not touched, Baylor, on that 90-yard touchdown return.
No, he went around the left end and kind of lost track of him there in a mess of bodies, and he came out going full speed, so it was some great blocking there by the Worland Warriors on that return.
So 90-yard kickoff return for Cheatham, and that's not what you want if you're the Riverton Wolverines. Now, there's two halves to every game, and I think Riverton just got a wake-up call in a big way. So on to kick the extra point is going to be Ryan Denez. And so it's 14-6 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. Of course, sponsored by Tyler Watson State Farm Insurance. Denez kick up. It's good. And just like that, it's a 7-point game here in Riverton. 14-7 following that 90-yard kickoff return to open the second half by Cale Cheatham of Worland. We'll take a break. We'll be back. It's Riverton 14, Worland 7 on KTAK.
The newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back. 14-7 following that 90-yard kickoff return by Cale Cheatham. And now Riverton going to have to come out and move the ball and do something. Special teams is an area that early in the season Riverton struggled at. But since early, Baylor, they've played well until that return by the speedy junior for Worland.
Absolutely. There's 3 phases in a football game, and we're going to see how important special teams are after that kickoff return.
There's Denez. He'll bloop it along the bottom, picked up by Ty Sheets, and he'll be tackled down by a fired-up Worland team, and Sheets will go down at his own 20. So 1st and 10 for Riverton. And right now, you got to open up the playbook if you're Coach Mark Lenhart.
Yeah, it'll be telling how the Wolverines respond here kind of after getting punched in the chin. It's important here to have a long, grinding drive and in the drive with 7 points. Kind of separate themselves from this fired-up Worland team.
One receiver right side, 2 wings on the play for the Wolverines. Here's DeVries. He'll pitch it to Ty Sheets. Sheets going to be caught by the face mask as he makes his way for a gain of 8 yards, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, I believe, on Worland following that face mask play. So we'll see after Ty Sheets runs 8 yards. They're going to say face mask, and I believe that's only a 5-yard penalty. 1st down, Riverton. He turned his head. You got to wonder, is that a personal foul? Patrick Sweeney out there working on the officials for Worland. He's very upset, very animated on that other side of the field. Is the Worland coach Sweeney all over the field, and now he's going to have to get off before he gets a flag. So Riverton with a 1st down at their own 34. And DeVries in the gun. 5 receivers set. In motion is Tolman. Here's DeVries. He'll take off running over the 35, over the 40. He'll break outside over the 45. It'll be a Wolverine 1st down, and we're going to get a flag coming from the back judge, and usually that indicates holding on the running team. So preliminary speaking, a gain of 11 for the Wolverines, and it is going to be holding on Riverton, and it'll be a spot foul from the 42-yard line of Riverton. That flag flew 20 yards, and he did not place it. So that'll move Riverton back, or it'll be a 1st down and 13 on that spot foul. So Riverton now starting to accumulate some penalties. Douglas having their way over in Lander tonight, and Buffalo now pulling ahead of Rollins over in Johnson County. 1st down and 13 for Riverton. Here's DeVries in the gun. He'll throw it out left side to Nick McIntosh. He's going to be immediately hit and taken down. Big hit that time by Wyatt Dickinson of Worland. No gain on the play. I guess it is a loss of 3 on the play. So 2nd down and 14 for the Wolverines. Worland playing with some heart here in the second half, and a lot to play for, and now we're going to get offsides called on Worland. jumping off sides for the Warriors. Branson Newell, a junior defensive lineman for Worland.
Worland coach once again out on the numbers. All the refs are looking at him. So
I'm sure they're wondering what's he
something to
yelling
watch.
about. 3 receivers right for Riverton. 2nd and 9 after that 5-yard penalty. Riverton looking over. They'll get signs delivered in by Riverton assistant coach Brant Nyberg. DeVries will take the next pitch. He'll gain 4 yards on the play to the 39-yard line of Riverton. It'll be 3rd and 5 after that 5-yard gain. So immediately Riverton with tempo. And DeVries quickly in the gun. 5 receivers set for Riverton. And they'll get a pass delivered in. Fun to see Coach Nyberg down there delivering signs. And the intensity by these coaches. Here's DeVries. He'll run over the 45 near midfield. It's going to be a Wolverine first down out near midfield. Just great blocking by the Riverton offensive line on that play. First down, Riverton.
That was Riverton's third down attempt. Excuse me. Third first down on a 3rd down. They are 3 of 6 in the game now.
Riverton up 14-7. This offense playing with some urgency after the Worland team cut the lead to 14-7 on that 90-yard kickoff return to open the 3rd quarter. 9:41 to play in the 3rd. DeVries under center. He'll hand off left side to Ty Sheets. And Sheets with a gain of 4 on first down inside the 50 down to the 46 of Worland. 2nd and 6 for Riverton with 9:23 to play in the 3rd quarter. Wolverines doing exactly what you said, Baylor, just a grinded out drive here on their first possession of the second half.
It's one of those, if it's not broke, don't fix, no need to fix it, 111 yards on the ground for the Wolverines so far.
2 backs in the backfield, 3 receivers set for Riverton. Here's DeVries again. He'll run inside the 45 to the 40. He'll take out a Worland runner and get all the way down to the 30, about the 36-yard line. First down, Riverton. I know Lenhart said in the opening of this game he did not want to have DeVries packing the ball, but right now you got to score. You need a 2-touchdown cushion in the season finale. Regular season finale. 1st and 10 for Riverton at the 35 of Worland. This is a type of drive that can wear out a defense, especially after they'd just been injected with a bunch of adrenaline into their bodies. 1st and 10 at the 35. DeVries in the gun, 2 receivers right. And DeVries going to run it again. Great blocking by Riverton. DeVries going to slip down at about the 27-yard line. But again, up front, this Riverton group, that time led by Lyric Gordon, the 5'10", 260-pound senior, just blasting Worland defenders out of the way.
This drive started on Riverton's 20-yard line, and they've progressed, what would that be, about 52 yards. 34 of those yards are from DeVries on the ground.
All right, 2nd and 4 for the Wolverines. Here's a handoff right side to Blake Gantenbein. He's going to fumble the ball, but Riverton will get it back. And covering that one up, Branson Saltzgaver. First down for Riverton following that fumble by Gantenbein. Great job by the defender, just stripping the ball away from Gantenbein, but Saltzgaver was there, the senior, to save this drive.
Obviously, it goes without saying, definitely don't want to do that as you're approaching the, what'd you call it, the mean
Wolverine red zone.
Yeah.
Which they're 1 yard from going into that red zone here on a Friday. 4 receivers right for the Wolverines. And DeVries going to run right. A lot of blocking. It's going to be a first down near the 10-yard line, taken down at the 11. So first and right at the first down marker. It's going to be 2nd and short. So gain of 9 for DeVries on that quarterback carry.
Another long run for DeVries. So far, his last 4 runs have each gone over 8 or 7 yards.
Nothing fancy running this ball. There's not a breeze in the air tonight in Riverton. It's one of the reasons that I love this place. When it's windy on Beaver Rim, it can be calm and beautiful in Riverton in the fall. And this is one of those nights. DeVries under center. 2 receivers right. In motion is Talon Tolman. Handoff. Left side, Blake Gantenbein inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line, where it'll be another Riverton first down inside the mean Wolverine red zone.
That gain will be enough for another Wolverine.
6:30 to play in the third, and Riverton on an impressive, grinded-out drive that started back on the 20.
I believe you cursed us a little bit. You said the dreaded W word, the wind word, and suddenly hit in the face with a gust. And the flags are waving now.
What's up with that? So first and goal for Riverton at the 4. DeVries under center. Blake Gantenbein, the running back. Talon Tolman in motion. And we're going to get a timeout taken on the play by Riverton. Riverton leads it 14-7, 6 minutes to play, third quarter. We'll be back after a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Welcome back. 6 minutes to play, 14-7 ball game. Baylor's got some scores in Class 3A.
All these are halftime scores. Star Valley up on Jackson 34-0. Buffalo.
DeVries in the gun. We'll get these after the play. Here's DeVries. He'll take off running inside the 4. He'll be down near the 3-yard line. And it'll be second down for Riverton. More scores, Baylor.
DeVries will gain a yard.
Yeah. Buffalo, Rollins was able to tack on a field goal going into halftime. Buffalo up 28-10 over Rollins right now. Like we said at half, Douglas is up on Lander 35-7. And then in the first quarter, Cody is currently beating Powell 7-3.
That game being played over in Powell. So first down and 10, or second down and goal for Riverton, excuse me. DeVries, he's going to try to run it in. He'll follow untouched. That lead block by the big man, Nathan Mills, a 6'3", 255-pound senior. And Riverton answers that touchdown with a very important touchdown of their own. An 80-yard drive for the Wolverines. And I believe there might have been 2 passes on that drive as Hunter Saltzgaber comes in to attempt the extra point. The cannon smoke heading toward the goalpost as Saltzgaber would get a false start on Riverton, I believe. Yep, false start on Riverton. Worland was angling toward kicking or blocking that kick. So Riverton going to have to move back 5 yards. They'll place the ball at the 14-yard line. So it'll be a kick of 25 yards for the PAT. Very makeable for Saltzgaber. Kick on the way. Straight through the middle. It's good. Riverton 21. And Worland 7. We'll be back. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Events and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back. 5:18 to play, third quarter, as Riverton now will attempt to patch the holes in their kick coverage game. This second half started with a Cheatham 90-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. Here's the kick, and Riverton's going to just kick it up in the air, and it'll be Worland ball at their own 44-yard line. So Riverton not going to kick it to Cheatham again, and I agree 110%. So 5:19 to play, first and 10 for the Worland Warriors on their own 44.
You know, that drive was critical, obviously, after giving up the long kickoff return to start the half. Worland was fired up, but the biggest, other than the 7 points by the Wolverines there, the biggest thing, 17-play drive, took off about six and a half minutes off the play clock. So a huge drive there for the Wolverines.
All right, first and 10 for Worland on their own 44, trailing 21-7. 5:19 to play, third quarter. Here's a pitch right side to Cheatham. He's going to be buried by the Riverton defense. First guy in on the tackle, number 66 for Riverton. I don't have a clue who that is. He is
a mystery man.
A mystery guy, but he is big and long. And a great tackle by number 66. Do we know who that is?
Press box doesn't know who that is even, so.
We don't have a clue. So that's the kind of defenders you want. Second down and 12 following that 2-yard loss. Now Worland out in the wishbone. Full house backfield. Masquerado under center. He'll come out, try to pass it deep down the left side. Over the back, incomplete. Nick McIntosh went for the ball on that play. And it'll be third and long for Worland. Great job by Nick McIntosh with 4:19 to play in the third quarter. So Worland ball at their own 42, third and 12 for the Warriors. Mascaro coming back on the field after getting the play from his head coach, Sweeney. Patrick Sweeney, of course, excellent football coach for this Worland Warriors team. Mascaro in the shotgun, 3 receivers left. He'll come left, complete the pass. And a great tackle on the play by Derek DeVries. And it'll be another loss for the Worland offense. Actually, they'll give him 1 yard on the play, and we'll get a flag down and a holding call on Worland. With 4:19 to play in the third, I believe Riverton will probably decline that penalty. And it'll be 4th and 11. And now Worland in a must-go situation. Do we have a score in from Cody and Powell?
Yes.
In 3A play.
In first quarter, Cody was up on Powell, 7-3.
That's as much as we've got. I'll send a text here in a minute. Here's Dinez back to punt it away for Worland. Riverton with 2 receivers. That kick going to go straight down the middle. Riverton going to get away from it and let it bounce. It'll go inside the 20 and roll dead on the 16-yard line. It will end up as a 34-7, 41-yard punt for Dinez. And it'll be Riverton football, first and 10 at their own 17 with 3:59 to play. Riverton football. We'll keep it here. Riverton wins tonight. Buffalo wins. Douglas wins. The Wolverines will be home next week. 6 p.m. They'll take on the Evanston Red Devils. It'll be a rematch from early in the season when Riverton was frankly trying to figure things out for their new coach. And they lost, I believe, by 10 in that game to the Red Devils. We'll talk about that one here in the postgame if this game continues down the path we're on. Here's DeVries. He'll pitch left side to Hunter Saltzgaver. Big run by the young Saltzgaver out over the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 22-yard line. So gain of 5 for Hunter Saltzgaver on first down. Saltzgaber, the 5'9", 155-pound sophomore, a big member of this team, the Wolverines.
Riverton really hitting the run hard, trying to burn the clock. 28 rushes so far, only 9 passes in this game. Riverton, and a lot of rushes in this second half.
2 receivers left side for the Wolverines. Saltzgaber and now Branson Saltzgaber in motion. It'll be a fake, and there goes DeVries. He's got a first down, and he's out over the 35 to the 37-yard line, where it'll be another Riverton first down, a gain of 15 on the play by senior quarterback Derek DeVries. So Riverton now 1st and 10 at their own 38.
With that rush, DeVries approaching 100 yards on the ground, currently 91 yards on 15 carries.
Something that Coach Mark Lenhart did not want to do in this game, but you gotta win it, and you got your best runner running with the football in Derek DeVries, the senior quarterback. So DeVries under center, 1 receiver right. Caden Liebrecht lining up at that left tight end. Here's Talon Tolman in motion, and the handoff to Gantenbein. He's over the 40, and up to the 43-yard line goes Blake Gantenbein. Gain of 5 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Wolverines. Again, running clock as we move toward 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. What a change in philosophy here for the Wolverines, going from everybody's trick play passing offense to grind it out on the season finale here in the regular season. Here's DeVries. 2 wings, a pitch, and Worland sniffs out the counter play that time, and big hits on the play by Worland's Wyatt Dickinson, also Roman Parra on Ty Sheets, and Sheets just had nowhere to go, and he'll lose a loss of 5 back to the 38-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 10 for Riverton. So how many times can you run that counter in one game? I think Riverton has reached its quota of 5 times.
That play was blown up from the beginning, unfortunately.
Worland number 53 on the play with a excellent pass rush, and we don't have him identified here on the roster. Timeout on the field. I believe Mark Lenhart didn't like what he saw. 1:01 to play. It's Riverton 21, Worland 7 here at Wolverine Field in Riverton. We'll be back.
Including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Here's DeVries down deep, caught by Ty Sheets inside the 35. Ty Sheets went up there, just took the ball away, and we're going to get a personal foul after the play on Worland. Ty Sheets with the huge catch all the way from the 38 down to the 34. That'll be 12 and 16, his 28-yard catch from Derek DeVries. And Riverton going to get a huge penalty here. I believe 15-yard variety.
It's kind of a dangerous position for a wide receiver to be in, being held up by a defender, then just having a other defender full sprint.
15-yard personal foul penalty will take the ball all the way inside the Mean Wolverine red zone, where it'll be a Riverton first down at the 18 of Worland, and the clock now starts, and we're back underway with Riverton leading 21-7. So a big gain through the air by Riverton, and then they tack on another 15 on that personal foul call. DeVries under center, two receivers right, and DeVries will roll right. Looking toward the end zone, passes it across the middle. Did he catch it? He did! Touchdown, Riverton! What a catch by Riverton. That's going to go to Nick McIntosh. A big catch all the way from the 18. It'll be an 18-yard pass, and DeVries with the missile against his body, rolling right back to the middle of the field. McIntosh went down and pulled it off the turf. Touchdown, Riverton. Here's Hunter Saltzgaber on for the PAT. It's up. It's good. So Riverton responds with 7 points and 27 seconds to play here in the third. We'll take a break. It's Riverton 28, Worland 7 on KTAK.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
Welcome back, 28-7 Riverton. After that drive by the Wolverines, back-to-back drives. Derek DeVries now with 4 touchdowns, 2 through the air to Nick McIntosh, 2 on the ground. Baylor, what's his season total? Running the ball and throwing the ball for the Wolverines.
So total passing, rushing, and receiving, he can do it all. 27 total touchdowns. He's got 10 now on the ground, 16 through the air, and 1 receiving touchdown. So definitely a all-around great player. It's hard to describe a player like him, what he brings to a team.
Derek DeVries, 4 touchdowns tonight, 2 through the air, 2 running. Riverton now up by 3 touchdowns. Here's a little squib kick by Hunter Saltzgaber, and out over the 35 and taken down at the 39 is going to be the Worland Warrior runner. And I did not get that runner on the play, but it'll be first down and 10 for the Worland Warriors at their own 39 with 26.7 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It seems like the third quarter kind of went slowly as Riverton was up 14-0 at the half, and now Riverton up 28-7.
Riverton definitely kind of erupting on offense. They're only 100 yards in the first half, now up to 250 total yards on offense.
Gunnar Mascaro with the shotgun snap. He'll take off running around the left end, and coming up with that tackle is going to be Riverton, number 22, Hunter Ryman. Actually, Hunter Riemann, whose coach talked about him last week. He's just found a way to get himself on the field after being an outstanding player on the Riverton junior varsity team. So he's making the kind of development that you'd like out of your young kids. That's going to end the third quarter of play. Riverton Mean Wolverines 28, Worland 7. We'll be back for the fourth quarter of play. Hey, we're 1 quarter away from a number 1 seed heading into the postseason and a home game next Friday against the Evanston Red Devils. We'll be back.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
We did not mention it, Baylor, but give us some scores of 3A football moving into the fourth quarter.
Nothing really changing across the state so far. Just to remind you, Buffalo up on Rollins at half, 28-10, and Douglas up on Lander, 35-7. Obviously, both those teams win and Riverton wins tonight. We will be the 1 seed, as you said, going into break. Should Buffalo squander an 18-point lead to Rollins, then things will get tricky. We'll come in as the 2 seed if we do win tonight.
First down and 10 for Riverton. Second down for the Wolverines and short. Worland ball. There's Mascaro. He'll go around the left side, taken down out near midfield at the 49, or Mascaro, the quarterback. Mascaro, they're saying, the PA guy. It's near a Worland first down on the first play of this fourth quarter. So first down and 10 officially, a gain of 10 for Mascaro. And it'll be Riverton ball with 11:50 and counting. This game, an hour and 52 minutes old. There's Mascaro in the gun. 4 receivers set for Worland. He'll roll right, looking for receivers wide open on the play, and taken down, incomplete. Oh, they're going to say complete on the play. And a nice gain. Mascaro rolled right. And I did not see who caught that ball, but it's all the way down to the Riverton 32. Sheets with another tackle. He nearly broke up that pass from Mascaro. So first and 10 at the Riverton 32.
Was number 34, Will Slagle?
Will Slagle on the catch officially for Worland. Here's a 5-receiver set for Worland. And running the ball to no avail is Mascaro. He'll get 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Worland. So the game very physical up front. Worland just trying to bowl their way toward what's turning out probably to be a number 4 seed for this Worland team, and a trip next week. A trip you don't want to have to make to Star Valley.
It would be a blessing to have a home playoff game, especially with snow forecasted on Thursday. Can't even imagine how cold it'll be in Star Valley.
Could be cold here too. We're inside 10:33 to play in the fourth. Mascaro in the gun for Worland. He'll roll right, and we'll get a whistle on the play and a flag, and it's going to be false start on Worland.
Looks like a delay of game, actually.
I'm sorry, delay of game, so that'll take it back 2nd and 14 for Worland. Worland now with, looks like about 9 penalties in the game.
Yeah, 8 of those, 8 penalties for 60 yards.
Riverton on the other side with 4 penalties.
6,
I'm sorry.
6 penalties for 26 yards.
Okay.
For the Wolverines.
10:06 to play in this ball game. Mascaro in the gun. He'll drop to pass. Riverton with a good rush, and it's going to be a center screen set up to Cheatham, and he's going to get a first down and inside the 20. Did we get a flag thrown on the play?
There was a flag, yes.
All right, that one came from the far side. Yep, I'm running it. So we'll see what the penalty is now, as the run was near a first down, and running that ball was Cale Cheatham. So it's going to go on Riverton, and it's going to be a hit to the head targeting play. Wow. So that'll move the ball in down near the 10-yard line. And Worland can still get a first down, as now it's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. There's Mascaro. He'll pitch the ball left side to Cheatham. Cheatham trying to get the edge, but cut down by Derek DeVries. First on the play, also Talon Tolman with the big stop for the Wolverines. So a pair of seniors with a big tackle. No gain for Worland on first down. It'll be 2nd and 10. Warriors can get a first down on the 1-yard line. 9:08 and counting in this ball game. Riverton up 28-7 on the Warriors.
Really, Worland not really able to get anything going on the ground tonight. 20 rushes for 31 yards so far. But they have thrown for 50 yards through the air, so definitely a something to focus on for the Wolverine defense, trying to stop that pass.
Mascara out in the shotgun, 4 receivers right, and he'll come right, breaking up that play, Caden Liebrecht. And Mascara had to cut back inside, and he'll be taken down at the Mascaro at the 9-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Worland Warriors. 8:16 and counting, and if there is a friend of the Wolverines, it's this running count on this drive.
Worland 0 for 7 on 3rd down thus far, but I assume they will be going for it on 4th down, regardless of what happens here.
Mascara in the gun. He'll roll right toward the end zone, and it's going to be short, incomplete. Closest player to that play was a diving Ty Sheets. And it'll be 4th and 8 now at the 10 for the Worland Warriors. 7:47 to play, and got to think Worland now going to try to pull some rabbit out of their collective hats. There's Patrick Sweeney, long time resident of Tinsleep in the eastern part of Washoe County, right on the foot of the Bighorns. So we'll see here. 5 receivers set. Riverton spreads the field with defenders, and then we'll get a timeout taken by Worland. 7:47 to play. Very animated Patrick Sweeney comes on to talk to his Warriors team. It's Riverton 28, Worland 7.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a...
Welcome back, 7:47 to play. 4th down for Worland. After the timeout, there's Mascara under center. He'll roll right, looking for a pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. Coverage on the play by Ty Sheets. The Riverton defense bends but holds. And the mean Wolverines will come on the field. It'll be 1st down for Riverton.
Wolverines will take over.
A huge...
What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles. Open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were...
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to...
Sorry about that. I accidentally hit the button, so my apologies to High Plains Power and Hampton Inn & Suites. Riverton football, and I cut Baylor off too. 7:42 to play. Riverton 1st down and 10. There's a run by Gantenbein up near the 10-yard line for the Wolverines. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Riverton.
Gains a yard on the play.
as you were saying, Baylor, before I cut you off?
Just a fantastic stand by the Riverton defense. Really the first time that Worland has been able to put together a couple first downs. They only had one first down in that first half. So great way to stand, or a great job standing for the Wolverine defense in Worland's red zone.
7:17 to play. DeVries under center. 2 receivers set for Riverton. Here's a handoff straight up the middle to Hunter Saltzgaber. He'll rush out over the 10, be taken down at the 11. And now the Riverton cheerleading squad making their way down the field. And they line up in front of the Riverton High School band, where it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Wolverines with 6:49 to play. Riverton doing its job tonight, beating Worland 28-7.
Absolutely. Pretty fun buzz in the air tonight at Wolverine Field. Lots of folks came out. Got to do that next week as well.
Yeah, that needs to be a huge crowd next Friday. Here's DeVries under center. Saltzgaber in motion. Here's a handoff to Hunter Saltzgaber. He's over the 20, over the 25. It's going to be a Riverton first down. Huge gain for Hunter Saltzgaber. It goes from the 12 to the 28. First down, mean Wolverines. 6:10 to play. And the clock restarts as Hunter Saltzgaber behind awesome blocking on that right side by Ryan Watson. Also the receivers on that right side, Ty Sheets and Branson Saltzgaber, busted his brother for a huge gain. First down and 10 Riverton, 5:50 and counting. Here's another run by Blake Gantenbein. He'll make it up near the 30. And it'll be second down and 7 as the clock continues to run here in the 4th. One of the fastest games of the year, 2 minutes, 2 seconds into this one, and we're only 5.5 minutes away from a post-game show.
2 hours and 2 minutes. You said 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
2 hours, 2 minutes. Thanks, Baylor. All right, 2 receivers left for Riverton. DeVries will hand it up the middle, Hunter Saltzgaber, and he's out near the 33-yard line, where it'll be a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Riverton with 5:09 to play in this game.
Riverton's doing a great job on these mid-range 3rd down attempts. 5 of 8 thus far. This is their 9th attempt. Obviously, that's key to having these long drives and continuing to run the clock as the game progresses.
3rd and 4 for Riverton as Ryan Watson comes out of the game. We'll see what type of play is drawn up here by Coach Lenhart. 3 receivers left, 1 right. DeVries in the gun. In motion, Ty Sheets. And it's going to be that inside pitch, and it'll be an incomplete pass as DeVries flipped it forward to Sheets. Hit him right in the 2, which that's his number. Incomplete pass. So 4th and 4 for Riverton with 4:16 to play, and we'll get Gage Treber on to punt it away for Riverton.
Gage averaging 33.5 yards per punt. Be a great way to reverse the field here against Worland.
So Treber, punt on the way for Riverton. It's on the way and fielded with the fair catch by Wyatt Dickinson of Worland. So first down and 10 for Worland with 4:10 to play, and Riverton with a 28-7 lead here in the regular season finale at Wolverine Field. Scores from around the state. Any updates, Baylor, in Class 3A?
Not really. The only score update, currently Powell beating Cody 9-7. That game still in the first quarter. Buffalo's still up on Rollins 28-10, and Douglas is still beating Lander 35-7. Both of those games in the 3rd quarter. Over in Jackson and/or Star Valley, not sure where that game's at. Star Valley beating Jackson 41-0.
All right, here's Mascari in the gun. He'll pitch left side to Cheatham. Cheatham going to try to cut back, but stopped on the play. And great pursuit for Riverton number 55, Ryan Cox, with the shutdown on Cheatham.
Just can't state enough. Cheatham came into this game as Worland's leading rusher, albeit not, a ton of yards a game, but still their leading rusher. Currently, Wolverines, he has rushed 7 times. Wolverines have held him to -3 yards on the ground.
Wow.
Just a great job by the Wolverines.
Worland football, 4 receivers set, 2 right, 2 left. Mascara in the gun. In motion, Mascara will take it up the middle, and he'll be wrestled down after a short gain. It's about 5 or 6 Wolverines in on that tackle. And first one to the ball comes up with the football is Eric Prosser, 5'10", 240-pound senior for Riverton, but play was blown dead. It's 3rd and 11 for Worland. 3 minutes to play at Wolverine Field.
Please contact your parents and let them know to get bowling this way. Anybody that needs a ride.
2:50 to play and counting. 3rd and 11 for Worland. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Mascara will run right. He's looking to pass the ball downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. And coverage on the play by senior Derek DeVries broke up that pass. So 4th and 11 for Worland. 2:31 to play.
Brings up 4th down.
And this could be the final blow here by the Riverton defense. So 4th and 11 at their own 35. Worland will line up. And it looks like they may punt it away, Baylor.
Yeah, it looks like Worland conceding perhaps this game to the Wolverines.
Denez on to punt it away for Worland. And the bad snap, but Denez will get it away. Goes straight up and then bounces back inside Riverton territory where it'll be grabbed on the play. That punt less than 10 yards. And down by number 53 of Worland. Don't have his name here on the program. So 2:24 to play. Timeout Riverton. Riverton 28. Worland 7. We'll be back on KTAK.
Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Yeah.
From the
2:24 to play. 28-7 lead for Riverton. And the Wolverines now lining up under center. Blake Gantenbein at quarterback. He'll hand it off straight up the middle. Hunter Saltzgaver, who will spin and gain about 2 yards on the play. They'll say officially 1 yard for Saltzgaver. He's going to come out of the game, and in the game, very excited young player is for Riverton, Ashton Eagleroad, a sophomore coming in for the Wolverines. And at this point, you just want your running back to hold on to the football. 1:54 to play. Gantenbein under center. 2 receivers left for the Wolverines. There's the handoff and a quick tackle by Worland on Eagleroad. Clayton Baugh on the tackle.
What is his number?
32, Ashton Eagleroad. 5'10", 175-pound sophomore for the Wolverines. A lot of sophomores getting playing time this year for Riverton. This Riverton team will be young next year, but sophomore squad, very talented group, and the freshman squad won its share of games this year. So Riverton getting in the weight room in the off-season after this playoff run. They're going to work for it. And here's a handoff to Eagle Road. He'll get taken down in a big way. No gain on the play. Matter of fact, he'll lose one. And now we're inside a minute and counting. The Riverton Wolverines going to win their 4th game of 2023. They're going to win. It looks like they just announced it on the PA. The ambulance blaring their siren. Riverton could win a championship here tonight. Let's get some scores, Baylor, in from the Buffalo and Douglas games. Riverton going to host a playoff game Friday night at 6. We'll be here on KTAK. Here's Eagle Road. He'll get smashed out of bounds, but he held on to the football, and it'll be 4th down and 11 with 11 seconds to play.
Looks like the Buffalo game still in the 3rd quarter. Buffalo up 35-10 over Rollins. Douglas beating Lander 42-7. And then if just because we also have interest in Thermopolis, Bobcats are down 21-13 and a half, and just got reminded they have to win that game by 5 points in order to make the two-way playoffs.
And who are they playing?
They are playing. They are 2A, right?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. They're playing Lovell. That's right. But, yeah. So, not really any change in those other 3A games. But, yeah, if Buffalo holds on to beat Rollins, which it seems like they will, and Douglas obviously is beating Lander late in the 4th quarter, your Riverton Wolverines 2023 conference champions. Pretty exciting to be a Wolverine right now.
11 seconds to play. Here's Mascara in the shotgun. The clock will run. He'll throw it up and wide open downfield, but knocked out of bounds. They're going to give him, they're going to say incomplete pass, and Mascara, the pass. Coverage on the play by Riverton over on that far side. We'll see if we can get somebody identified. That'll be number 7 for the Wolverines. Caden Arnold, another 5'10", 150-pound sophomore. So good to see that from the Wolverine sophomores playing big-time minutes here. 3.6 seconds to play. My clock ran out because I wasn't paying attention, but this will be probably the final play of this game. There's Mascara under center. He'll down it, and that'll do it. The Riverton Wolverines, announced here over the PA, are your East 3A Conference champions. They take down the Worland Warriors tonight. It's final. Riverton 28, Worland 7 now. Some things still have to happen for Riverton to get that championship, but right now it looks like it's going to come to fruition as Buffalo up big in their game. Here's some scores from Baylor Bears.
Yeah, and for actually, let me refresh this. That way we get the most current scores. In 4A, all 4th quarter scores, Sheridan beating Campbell County 56-14. That game was pretty close at half, so Sheridan obviously showed up. Cheyenne East over Kelly Walsh 62-8. Thunder Basin and Natrona County are neck and neck. Thunder Basin up 21-14 right now. Cheyenne Central beating Rock Springs 21-3. Laramie is beating Cheyenne South 19-3. 4th quarter action for 3A. Star Valley beating Jackson 41-7 now. Buffalo still that 35-10 score in the 3rd quarter. I would anticipate that game has also entered the 4th quarter. Just haven't had an updated score from them. Douglas beating Lander right now in the 4th quarter 42-7. And then in the 2nd quarter, Cody up on Powell 15-9.
Wow, what a battle that one is.
That is going to be a game that comes down to the very last play. That game in the 2nd quarter only. So definitely an exciting one there.
Riverton, the East 3A Conference champions. Congratulations to Coach Mark Linhart and the staff of this Riverton High School coaching staff. Linhart joined by Henry Lynn, Brant Nyberg, Derek Watson, Travis McIntosh, Nick Fenton, Talon Yates, Court McGuffey, Bo Sheets, and Tommy Vincent. Those are your Riverton High School coaches. Senior night ends in a East 3A championship. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show coming up after a break. This is Mean Wolverine Football on KTAK.
In near you. Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Welcome back. Final score in this one, 28-7. And the Wolverines get it done, and they clinch the East 3A Conference Championship with a big win over Worland. It was a second half of the season, Baylor, when Riverton would win 4 out of 5 conference games and nearly go unbeaten in conference play as the Wolverines, as we move into the Click It or Ticket postgame show. They just put it together starting about, 5 weeks ago. They started figuring things out for their coach, and outstanding coaching all year long. And these players bought into it. And you've got to buy in if things start going right. And this Wolverine team is united as they head toward the 3A playoffs.
Absolutely. We said it from the beginning. You have to believe in this Wolverine team. They played obviously 3 of the best teams in the state 3A-wise, Cody, Powell, and Star Valley. And those are always going to be tough games. I mean, they're just on a different level than every other team in 3A. So a huge game by the Wolverines. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I ran down to the field to get a couple senior players up here to interview. But yeah, Wolverines, just fantastic performance, fantastic improvement as the season went on. And, just proud to be conference champions.
All right, we got a couple of the big dogs here. The smelly lineman joining us here on the post game. And first guy getting interviewed tonight, the 6'3", 255-pound senior. Is that true? You really weigh that much?
A little less.
Nathan Mills, I mean, it's been a tough season. You guys have been pushed by your brand new coach. Tell me what your thoughts were when the season started during two-a-days with Coach Linhart and where you're at now.
It was really tough the very first two-a-days, and then after we lost those first 4 games, we started grinding. The first conference game win, second, lost to Douglas, but then we got back and beat Buffalo by 11, and then now we're conference champs.
Feels good, huh?
Yeah.
Did you ever think when this year started that you'd be conference champs?
No.
Well, what is it about your offensive line that has come together, and your defensive guys? You're hitting people, you're tackling. All of a sudden, it's like it's come alive for you guys.
Yeah. I had during the Evanston game, I had to get some players and talk to them, and then about the season, and then we started grinding after that for the linemen.
What's it mean to be a mean Wolverine?
Really? I don't really know.
All right, we'll get Gordon's take on that here in a minute. But outstanding. You guys are conference champions. Congratulations. But you got a lot to play for now. You get a chance with a rematch against Evanston next Friday.
I know.
So what does that mean? I mean, give me more of an answer. Now you're you're speaking. This is speech class.
Yeah. So I kind of blew the game against Evanston when I snapped the ball too early. That was my fault, but now I get redemption, and I hope we beat them and go to the next playoff game.
So what has brought this Riverton team together? I mean, in your opinion, what has really brought you guys together?
The leadership of Derek, Ty, and Nick. They all brought us together, and we started dominating after that.
Not too bad of offensive line group either, right?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right. Congratulations, Nathan.
Thank you.
Nathan Mills joining us here, and now we're going to hear from Lyric Gordon. We're going to let Baylor do this interview. I remember you back when you were in RJFL.
Oh, yeah.
You had an attitude.
Still do.
Lyric Gordon joining us here on the post game. 5'11", 260-pound senior. Are you down below 260 now?
Oh, yeah.
What are you weighing, man?
Probably like solid 240 now.
What are you going to eat tonight?
Be honest, probably some McDonald's. Won't lie.
I approve of that.
Well, this guy was a lineman in his time for the Wolverines. I'll turn it over to Baylor and let him ask you some questions that only linemen understand.
Playing your senior night, you're playing
Yes, sir.
obviously for a chance for a conference championship. What does it mean to you to be able to extend your senior career here with a playoff berth, especially at home?
It felt like amazing. My whole high school career, I've came here senior night, pretty much one and done. It feels good to be able to extend that and keep playing football with my teammates, and yeah, it's amazing.
You obviously this is your senior year. You've played under probably two sets of coaches coming in freshman year, and then had two sets of coaches there sophomore and junior year. Now a whole new set of coaches. How does the leadership that Linhart brings? How does that strengthen the team?
He really brought us together. I feel like, in my opinion, he when he started slacking off, he would get on us and wasn't allow us to just loaf around. So, yep.
I was at a practice one day when he just completely lost it. He basically kicked you guys out of practice, ended it right there, and then you guys came out and you played hard on Friday night. Does that mean something when a coach does that to you guys?
Yeah, he just didn't want those players coming up from the 8th grade to see a bad practice, so he just told us, don't want to be here, might as well just get off the field. So we came back, and Derek brought us together, told us we need to get our poop in a group, so that's what we did.
What's it mean to be a mean Wolverine, Lyric?
Brother, it feels amazing to be a mean Wolverine. I can't tell you what it is, but it just, that feeling of winning, and it's amazing.
All right. Lyric Gordon, congratulations on a great senior season.
Thank you.
But you guys still have work to do.
Yes, sir. Work doesn't stop here.
All right. Evanston next Friday, what does that mean?
Redemption. Big redemption. That was one that we definitely should have won. We should have won that one 110%, but it's redemption now. Show how much better we've gotten.
All right. Lyric Gordon, hey, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Great win. All right, we'll get Coach Mark Linhart coming in here. And, Coach, thanks for sending up a couple of the big uglies tonight. They kind of
I don't know how you follow that up. I know how Lyric likes to talk. That's why I sent him up here. So.
Well, I asked both of them. I asked Millsy, what does it mean to be a mean Wolverine? And he's like, well, Lyric's going to answer that one. But you guys didn't want to really show much this week. You wanted your quarterback not to run very much, but you had to put him in motion in the second half.
Yeah, we had to, and I mean that's the goal. And I think sometimes maybe kids sense that, but in a game where you feel like you have a little bit of an edge, you hate to try and you don't want your kid just getting dinged to heck. When we know we're going to need all hands on deck next week. But I think more than that, I mean they did a nice job of mixing some coverages up and changing looks, and I think if you really look at Worland close, I mean. They played people pretty tough defensively. Their offense has struggled this year just because they've had to play so many different kids at quarterback and move people around. Right. But they played pretty physical and gotten after it. And so, at the end of the day, sometimes, listen, I want to show up. I want to throw for 250, run for 250, and score 45 points. But when we felt like they were struggling to move the football, it was kind of like, okay, let's get a lead. Other than the kickoff return, that was just bad execution on a lot of different ways. But it's kind of like, let's get a lead and let's run the football and make them have to throw and come from behind, which we didn't think they could tonight just because of their quarterback situation. So you just play the hand that's dealt. I know, from a fan perspective, not every game is going to be chuck and duck and throw it and Derek all over the place. And, you just in the second half, you just had to take what they gave us, and it was simply to hand the football off and run it. And we did a better job of that. But it was hard. It was hard to be patient there for a while,
You said you were going to run sheets on that counter play over and over again, and about the fifth time he got smoked a little bit. And then maybe that's the quota per game, Coach.
Yes, exactly. That might be it. We ran it a variety of different ways tonight. But, ultimately – there's definitely some things we're going to have to change up and give some different looks to Evanston next week if that's who I think we'll probably end up playing. I don't know if scores are official or not. So
Evanston won last night. They beat Green River.
I know Evanston, but I'm talking Buffalo and Rollins.
Yeah, no official scores yet. Buffalo and Douglas actually did officially beat Lander. We got the final from that game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Buffalo's up 35-10 over Rollins.
Okay.
Coach, coming into this season, we kind of knew there would be a lot of growth that was necessary to be in the position we're in today. Obviously, where do you think this team improved the most from the beginning of the season to where we are now?
Well, I think that if you look out on the field, we're not small. We got a couple of receivers. We got a hell of a quarterback. I think more than anything is just learning some football and practice habits. The guys probably wouldn't want to hear this, but like I told them at halftime, like we kind of played tonight in the first half like we practiced all week. And I believe in the football gods. Like what you put in is usually what you get out. And what you don't emphasize, as a coach this week, we didn't spend a ton of time on kickoff. We did a little – well, I take that back. We did our one session, but – obviously we need to do a better job there and probably spend more time on that because we can't just give people the ball on the 35-yard line every time. So, there's things to work on, but I think the guys, what I'm most proud of that I think they've grown is, and I wasn't here, but from what I gather is when they got down or something bad happened, it was just a snowball effect last year. Here we gave up the kickoff return, the conference championships on the line, guys probably a little nervous, feeling it, and all we did was we just came back and we ran the football and we're physical and did a heck of a job. And so I think we ran the ball literally every play down the field. And so, that's a great response and good leadership by Derek and our older guys. We kind of leaned on them a little bit. And the nice part is when you look out there, like Blake Gattenbein's getting all kinds of touches and Hunter Saltzgaber's getting all kinds of touches. And you got, a lot of kids are making plays that, are going to be back, and that's what's cool is not only back, but back for 2 years. And so we are young at some spots, but I think we've done a nice job of kind of hiding our holes a little bit and playing to our strengths. And other guys are going to have to step up this week because other coaches coach too, and they know what we do well, and they're going to do everything they can to take it away, so it's going to require other guys getting it done.
How different is playoff football than regular season football, Coach?
Typically it tightens up a little bit just because – every possession's magnified, every formation scouted, all your tendencies are going to be out in play. And, we're going to have to go back and look at some of the things we're doing. And other guys are going to have to step up and get it done. There's no doubt about it because, we can't hide people.
Right.
You hide people in the playoffs, they're going to get found. And you can't hide people on O either. So hopefully we can fight and get after it and keep grinding away, but I'm proud of our guys, and I think that it's a great accomplishment, in year one of a program to be conference champs and 1 seed and host a playoff game and have an opportunity to possibly move on to the next round, man. What a great experience for our kids, and I think if you would have told people around town that this is their reality, a year later, I don't know if they'd have believed it, but I'm proud of our guys.
I was in getting my hair cut yesterday at the barber, and he's got Wolverine stuff, Chemo. He's got stuff everywhere, and we started talking Wolverine football, and you could just see the lights come on in him. I mean, I think the community is very, very excited about the future here, and they know that there's work to be done, but there's hope. There's hope.
There is hope, and like I said, I think schematically we're right there. I think effort-wise we're really getting there, and the guys are playing hard. I think we're getting mentally tougher, but weight room, I might sound like a broken record, but I hope parents of 7th and 8th graders who are listening hear it. I mean, we have to get stronger. I mean, and we have to be able to win like this because as things tighten up as the year moves on, the teams that run it the best and stop to run the best are the ones who are standing at the end. And that's our goal.
Yeah, that 17-play drive tonight in the second half, that was fun to watch. It really was. See that clock run.
Yeah, no, it was. I felt bad for Coach Sheets and Coach McGuffey and those guys. They love to, we've been throwing it so successfully this year that we were all like, well, let's just keep running it, And I think sometimes you have to win that way. And they were playing too deep, and they were just daring us to run it. And when they do that, you got to do it.
It's fun to see Coach Nyberg down there getting excited on the sidelines.
Yeah.
The old veteran. I mean,
Yep.
he was here back in the 90s, and you got him back out here, and he does a big job for you every night.
He does. He's a very calming influence on the sidelines. It's there's something that you can't replicate experience. And that dude's seen a lot of snaps and coached a lot of football, and he's somebody that I've leaned on heavily, especially for advice about handling certain situations. And a guy who's been here for so long, you gotta listen to him. So it's been really good.
So what is a mean Wolverine, Coach?
Well, hopefully a mean Wolverine is a football player who's going to play with effort, intensity, hard work, be disciplined, and tough. And I think that's really what we want to try and instill in our guys. And I think that we've made huge strides in that way this year, and hopefully we can keep going.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
Conference
guys.
champions.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here, Coach.
Enjoy it tonight, and then back to work tomorrow. So
all right.
Thank
you
guys.
Watch at least one college game tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah, I got some plans, so it'll
right.
be good. I got some work done today. So
all right. Congratulations
Don't
again.
tell anyone it was going on during school, but I got some work done. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Wolverines win it big tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game and our Gatorade Play of the Game. This is Wolverine Football on KTAK.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Stock Dock is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Dock.
Welcome back on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers. And Baylor, you've got the Gatorade play of the game, and it's certainly the cameraman for the Riverton High School Wolverines, Nick Fenton.
No, it's unfortunately not. No, it came way early in the first quarter there. It kind of is what ignited the Wolverines, and from there we started scoring almost every drive, and it was definitely that punt block by Ty Sheets at, I believe it was the opponent's 5-yard line, set up a quick 3-play drive that ended in a touchdown. DeVries to McIntosh, touchdown throw. So definitely a critical punt block by Ty Sheets is our, Gatorade play of the game.
That is our Gatorade player of the game. That punt block by Ty Sheets was huge because it gave Riverton a short field, and they were able to punch it in a couple plays, capped off by Derek DeVries. 7-yard pass to Nick McIntosh with 3:38 to play in the first quarter to give Riverton that 7-0 lead. Now our player of the game tonight for Riverton, I want to give it to a group tonight, Baylor. I really want to give it to the offensive and defensive lines of this Wolverine team. They were outstanding tonight. First, give me some stats that justify what I'm going to do here when I say player of the game is going to be 10 big uglies for Riverton.
Well, you look on the offensive side of the ball. We'll start on the defense. It's both exciting. We'll start on the offense. I mean, when you have long runs and you have consistent progress down the field on the ground, that's because, large part is because of that offensive line. Wolverines came in 39 rushes for 201 yards. That's by far, at least from my recollection, the most rushing yards that the Wolverines have had in any game this season. And if you'll remember, we started this season kind of averaging right around 90 yards on the ground, so huge improvement as the season has gone on for the Wolverines. Once again, 39 rushes tonight, 201 yards. That's a 5.2 average. That's huge. Huge part thanks to the offensive line. Now on the defensive line, it's exactly the opposite. You stop the run. A large part of that, especially when you have a lot of negative running plays, a lot of that is because of that defensive line. And by my count, I have 8 rushes that went for 0 or negative yards for Worland. They ended the night 23 rushes, and they had 33 yards on the ground. So a fantastic effort by both sides of the ball, the offensive line and the defensive line, as you call them, the 10 big uglies for the Wolverines.
They are our Papa Murphy's players of the game, and we're going to get pizza coupons for all of them, courtesy of Papa Murphy's. These guys will destroy the pizzas. They will destroy them. Mark my words. I raised a lineman in this house, and so congratulations to those 10 linemen on each side of the football for the Riverton Wolverines. They have really come around big time, and the Wolverines now will host a playoff game Friday against the Evanston Red Devils. It was a game, and if you could call that up, Baylor, call up the Riverton stats. We went down to Evanston early in the season. Riverton had lost to Cody and Powell early on. The Evanston game was the third game of the year, and Riverton saw the chance to win that game, but some key mistakes for a young Wolverines team playing for a new coach were just too much to overcome in that contest, and that was I believe a 10-point win for Evanston down there in Uena County.
Yeah, Evanston, we kind of harped on it all year long. Evanston took full advantage of the big play mentality. I believe I have them for 2 touchdowns, both going over 50 yards on the ground, and then again another 3 touchdown passes of over 15 yards, which that's an absolute dagger when you can throw it in from the 20 and closer for a team. And so the Wolverines have made incredible improvements as this season has gone on. Kind of what I said earlier, they only rushed for 96 yards against Evanston. So it's going to be an interesting battle to see how these two teams have changed, and especially this new look for the Riverton defense, what they are able to do against Evanston.
Next Friday, Riverton host as the number 1 seed, the number 4 seed out of the West in the Evanston Red Devils. It'll be a good one here at Wolverine Field. Tonight, the Wolverines clinched, thanks to the tiebreaker rules, the East 3A Conference Football Championship. And congratulations to our players of the game for Riverton, the offensive and defensive lines, the 10 big uglies for the Wolverines. For Baylor Bears, I'm Cody Bears. Hey, have a wonderful Wyoming weekend. Enjoy the nice weather while it lasts, because snow is in the forecast for next week. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. From Wolverine Field, the one last time, Riverton 28, Worland 7. We'll see you next Friday for Riverton football in the playoffs.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Midway is an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Perette's, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
I spend a lot of time driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.